And we are live. What's going on, everybody? This is also the Way It Kicks channel. Is another Friday night. We brought it back for a second week in a row because you guys said that you wanted us to run this back. Now, got one other person on here to join us. My man, Purple Haze. What's going on, man?
What's going
How
on,
we
good
doing?
people? Purple Haze is in the building,
That's
y'all.
my guy, Perp, man. Let's
Hey,
go.
There we go.
hey, we
There we
bringing the
go.
vibes, we bringing the energy, man. We bringing the knowledge, man. Yo, we painting all four corners tonight. Let's go.
Man,
Let's go.
listen. He told us he was watching this last week. He was like, "Oh, I gotta get up on this.
I
I
gotta
gotta
have
get in
fun.
this."
Y'all
Hell
was
yeah,
killing it last week.
hell yeah. Look, we already got one. My man Tyler, what's going on with you, bro? Already in the comments. My man Jay Elevate, how we doing out there today, man?
Family, man, I'm so happy to be rocking with you. Three kings out here, man. You guys out here absolutely had me excited last week, and I know today we're about to take this to a whole nother planet.
Man,
Let's get it.
there we go, there we go. And my man, Mr. Think Impossible, what's up, bro?
Hey, man. I'm alive, brother. Let's go. Doing
Hey,
good.
hey,
Feeling
matter
good.
of fact, we were talking about this earlier. What is the absolute correct way your handle is to be said? Correct us all out there. I
All
want to
right.
make sure I got it too.
All right. So it's a little twist on the wordplay. It is Mr. Think I'm possible, but I challenge you to think that I'm possible. So it's just a little bit of the wordplay. Impossible is impossible. You just got to change that mindset around, and we're gonna, what I'm saying? We're gonna get it done, baby.
Man,
Woo!
100%
Get
feeling
it
that.
done. All
100%
Alright,
feeling that.
alright.
All right, well, listen, without further ado, we had so much to talk about. We thought we had a lot last week to get into. And this week, it's just like, listen, I was taking notes about everything that was happening Monday up and through today. And it's just like, what is it? I was talking to Mr. Thing, and I told him, I was like, yo, it's Wednesday, and look at everything I got so far. Like, it's wild. In any case, let's go ahead and kick this off because the first thing we got to talk about is my man, Yay. Let me
Whew.
uh let me
I'm with
let
it.
me go ahead and bring this up for us real quick. Here
Man,
we go. Here
Got
we
the
go. Hold
whole
up. Let
industry
me.
talking right now.
let's
Hell
do it.
yeah. Hell yeah. So my man Ye is saying that we should not be touching any of these Yeezys because they are fake, and he did not authorize any of these colors. Now I believe he's been out of contract with Adidas now for what has it been? 2 years?
Yeah, a little over 2 years.
2 years now, and they're still trying to release quote unquote his shoes under the Yeezy name, under the obvious Adidas umbrella. But what we got to say about this? Who wants to take it first?
right. I'm gonna take it first. Number one, that colorway that he did not authorize is fire. That's number one.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh,
okay. Okay.
ooh.
I will piggyback off of y'all, but that's number one. I think the
Coming
colorway
out
is
the
Okay.
fire.
gate hot. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Thing.
Okay.
Um, I do second that. But, you also have to keep in mind, too, for the 350s, there are two factions among that as well. One thing everyone's going to really learn about me is I always like to split things up into two factions because that's really what it equates to at the end of the day, right? There are always two sides to a coin. You have the one faction that will look at the plain 350s without the supply stripe, right? Without that supply written in there. And they're like, oh man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And then you have the other ones who are the traditional OG 350s, right? They got to have that supply written in there, right? So that's what it really equates to. Now, personally, hey, I love the landmarks. I love all those, without that particular supply written in. But at the end of the day, I gotta agree with you, Mr. Thing. It's a fire colorway. It's a colorway that's neutral. It can be rocked with so many different things. And we already know it's sweatpants season, fellas. So there we go. There we go. Cherry on top.
Sweatpants season. Sweatpants season.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
You know what? I've been able to have some sweatpants days down here in South Florida, so definitely, definitely.
Yes, sir.
So what we got to say, Jay? What are you thinking on here?
Let me tell y'all right now, man. I want the whole entire world right now to address me as Jason Kidd. I'm absolutely gonna give y'all a smooth pass on this joint. Yes, The colorway is fire. And yes, I am an OG 350. I love that supply on that side. But here's the other side of this tracks, right? How can you put someone's name on a sneaker and they don't get paid for it?
Mm.
I,
And
I'm
on,
I'm just saying.
and
Let's
on top of
let's
that,
let's really break it down. When it comes to that factor. Now, I do not want to jump gun right now, but I got to put this out there, and I just want to mess the whole world head up on this one. Y'all ready?
Ready.
What
Okay.
you got?
So, how is it possible, okay, for Adidas to sue Kanye for 250 million when his name is
mm,
on the sneaker? He did not release this colorway. Colorway is fire. Very neutral is dope. Tell me, does this make sense? Woo! Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of factors that kind of go into this right now, right? All the details of that original contract have not completely come out yet, right? And I don't think they'll come out for any time soon in the foreseeable future. However, there was a whole stir earlier in the week where certain snippets of Kanye's contract with Adidas did come out. And they were stating wild things like he's not allowed to take vacation, he's not allowed to do anything within a certain segmented period of time,
Correct.
right? But you are the face, right? This is your design. You did collaborate with the design team on the Adidas side, but you did, more importantly, bring your whole team over to the Adidas side of the house, right? So intellectual rights, intellectual properties, there's so many different ways we can kind of go down that rabbit hole. But at the end of the day, I say, hey, pay that man, because that man made Adidas relevant in the United States,
Yes.
way more relevant than what they've been over the last 15 years alone. And we're not talking about globally soccer and tennis and things like that. We're talking about in the US base, and that's where a lot of their money has been targeted, over the last 2 years alone. So we
Yes.
cannot sidestep that fact right there.
Absolutely.
That's facts.
so my man Santi in the comments is talking about here, it's under contract by Adidas, right? Now, if you look at what I'm sharing, it does say here, he says that they're also not paying me for these shoes that they're putting out that have my name on it. They're using contract clauses and 50 years of business experience to rape an artist. One of y'all favorite artists right in front of y'all in broad daylight. Now, here's my thing about that, right? Because he did sign that contract.
All day.
Okay.
Facts.
He did sign that contract. And, we all know what happened with Kanye as to why he fell out now with Adidas or whatever, which is interesting because wasn't he just pictured with someone from the Adidas executive board
Yes.
just like a couple of weeks ago?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
there was talk like, oh, maybe Kanye's going back to Adidas or something like that.
Right.
But then we got this situation coming up. What I would like to know, and I think Perp, you brought this up, is what exactly is in that contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know, and no one's been able to obviously see that yet because they haven't released it. But it'd be interesting to see in there. And he signed that contract how long ago?
So let me also say this to you, gentlemen, right? We'll probably never know what's truly in that contract. We will probably never know. But on the flip side, we already know that Kanye is a marketing guru. What if this was all staged and hyped up? I'm just saying it on the opposite side, because if you think about it, what's his name? John Bruton is the Adidas head CEO. Adidas went back and reached out to Kanye and say, "Hey man, let's clear these pairs up." Right? Let's think about that. But with Kanye being a marketing guru, and I want to pause on that. With him being a marketing guru, anytime it's public negativity, being positive, and your name is out there in the public, guess what's happening? They're still becoming relevant. They're still getting paid in some shape, form, or fashion. So I want people to really think about this aspect on the flip side. And I need to know what y'all think about that.
Well, looking at the comments right now, we got someone saying, "Yo, I thought this was a marketing stunt too."
Hey,
I mean,
Tyler.
listen, a lot of people were thinking that way, but if it was, see, you know what? It almost goes back to that whole thing with Travis Scott and John McEnroe and the way they had that fake argument.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think a lot of people were thinking like, oh, maybe this is another marketing stunt that's going on. But when you look at the comments that Kanye put out there, I don't think it's a marketing stunt whatsoever. I think it's like truly a crazy situation that not only are they selling shoes with his name attached to it, they're also trying to sue him at the same time. That'd be if Nike went and was selling Jordans and also suing Michael Jordan at the same time.
It sounds crazy, don't it?
Right? We still putting these J's out there, but we're gonna sue you for whatever situation kind of happens.
Right.
You know, and I second that too. I agree with you, Ware, because I look at it like this, right? Gildan took over the very beginning of last year, 2023. And so with the changing of the guard, we saw a paradigm shift in Adidas's stance in the beginning after that whole anti-Semitic controversy to no, you know, we stand, you know, with the right side, you know, and you know, Kanye was wrong, and you know, we completely, you know, get behind the ways of the just and the right, or however they wanted to phrase it, right? But at the end of the day, what happened? At the beginning of 2023, that's when they did a paradigm shift in about face in their marketing scheme and the way that they were framing their relationship with Kanye as a whole. Things started to change and people started to notice. It wasn't something that happened gradually. It was something that happened almost overnight. And it really threw a lot of people out, because a lot of people are like, well, wait a minute, you were so gung-ho with, you know, completely going against Kanye and the anti-Semitic remarks. And now all of a sudden, oh, guess what? We got 5-6 more waves, you know, of Adidas is coming to you, right? And driving the market into a frenzy. I mean, look at the stock prices. Their stock prices were at an all-time low before this happened. And they made the resurgence of, you know, the whole Adidas, Kanye, you know, Yeezy type of brand and flair. Like, hey, we're going to start hitting these waves here. And then all of a sudden, what happened? Their stock prices started going back up. Right. I think that was all very purposely done because Gildan, you know, took over in the beginning of last year and he said, look, whatever happened before me is water under the bridge. Let's make this money. Let's do something feasible. We have all of this stock sitting in our warehouses right now that we cannot afford to tank because we're going to be upside down, as you know, at the end of the year with the shareholders. So what do? Man, we crank this machine on up and we start going all over again, and we let this ride the wave all the way into 2024, and we see what's about to happen again with the resurgence with a whole new. I think we have 3 waves set up for this month alone, 3 to 4 waves of releases for Yeezy. So I mean, we pretty much see right now cash is king, and cash is ruling, you know, the decision of the stakeholders with a lot of these different companies like Adidas.
Absolutely. So I have a question for you fellas. Ye, he done came out and asked us, are you standing with him? Are you gonna cop these kicks, these 350s? Or are you gonna stand with your boy?
Well, I'm gonna answer this in the fastest way possible, in the fact that I don't like none of them damn Yeezys, okay? So I wasn't getting them to begin with. So if you want to take that as I'm supporting you, Kanye, then take it as support, but I wasn't gonna get them anyway. I'm not. I tried to wrap my brain around getting some of their shoes, and I just can't. They're not for me. They're not for me.
So we haven't even touched pods yet either.
That's
scenario.
Well, how about the whole? What was it? The whole website. He was selling everything for $20, and for those who paid $180 for those Yeezy socks, they got some of that money back, or it was like $200. No, it was $200,
and they got the 180.
And then they were exactly. And then they got 180 back. Yeah.
So let me say this. I'm not copping this silhouette because I'm standing with Ye. I'm not copping it because I love 350s, but again, I need that supply dash 350. I need that. That's just me. That's my personal preference. But I'm not copping this because at the end of the day, man, I look at it like this, man. As a sneaker enthusiast, right? You have to buy what you like. Now, there's nothing wrong with whether you want to go left, right, you're in the middle, okay? Nothing wrong with it because we truly don't know what's really going on. And like we said earlier, in the contract, we just don't know. So I'm just not purchasing the silhouette because for me, it's a pass. But yes, I do love my 350s. Absolutely. 450s, 700s don't play with me. Okay.
Okay.
Don't play with
Okay.
me.
So you're a Yeezy guy. Okay.
But I got a question for you gentlemen too as well.
All right.
Last year, if you recall, Adidas said that we will be selling Adidas for a discounted rate, at least cost. This sneaker is $230. This is not at least cost. So I need to know everybody y'all feelings about that. I mean, come on now. And again, it goes back to what? Cash is king, but they didn't hold they now holding their bargain up as well for their consumers. So again, why would you buy?
And you know what? That's a very good question that you pose. And drop your answers in the chat. I would love to hear everyone's view on this latest release, right? The gray 350, right? Is that going to end up at a discounted rate along with the remaining wave that are out there, right? Are we going to spin the block on this shoe and see that this shoe is now 30% cheaper, 40% cheaper? Or will there be an offset for people that bought these pairs at full price, right? And be kind of like a mimic of what happened with the pods back in December of last year.
Yes.
That's something to think about, you know. And I mean, it's a marketing ploy, but it's a marketing ploy that backfired horribly if that's going to be the case.
See what I'm saying? That's where it really boils down to, you know, in my opinion. Like as consumers, we're promised something, and then you renege on that promise. Right. You know, you got us excited, like, oh, wait a minute, might get this shoe for 180, you know, 200. It's 230. Quit playing with me, man. That is not at least cost. It's not.
On top of that, to even enter the raffle, they was asking for the full 230 to hold.
Up front.
And then said it'll take up to 14 days to get the money back if you don't hit.
Like, get out of here.
Like, are we serious?
Over a silhouette like that. I mean,
you basically took out a loan on for anybody who actually went in there to hold on to the shoe.
Look, they did the same hustle that banks have been doing with us for years, right? We put our money in the bank and they just use that money to pay off loans that they already have with other financial corporations.
There we go. My man kicking it with Walteezy says, yeah, holding the full cost for 14 days is crazy. Bro, that's nasty work right there.
But let me say this to you guys, though.
Hey, yo, shout out Will Crick, kicking it with Walteezy. That's my homegirl Cherish right there. She got a YouTube channel.
Oh, that's she? All right. Shout out to her.
Shout out.
Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
There we go. Thanks for tapping in tonight. Thanks for tapping in.
Appreciate you.
Yes. So I want to say this to you guys, right? This is where it goes back to another marketing scheme, in my opinion. There's no way Adidas is going to leave money on the table. They already have the mold of the sneaker. And I feel like everybody who absolutely put in for this sneaker, unless it's like 12 million pairs, everybody will win. They will go ahead and make a phone call. Hey, make another 1,000 batch real quick. Here go the sizes. I don't think anybody will catch an L on this 350. That's why they did it.
What L is actually to be had when there's just sitting on the site?
I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like straight sitting right now, for real.
Right. So I want to answer that question. I will not be copying these, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a little slow. You know, when it comes, I'm a little slow picking things up. I do not own a single pair of Yeezys. I hear that they're extremely comfortable. You're like walking on a cloud. You know, I hear very good things about them. Very good things. I do not have airships, and I've been seeing a whole lot of good things about airships as well. And since we're talking about things I don't have, I don't have the Air Jordan 4 Pine Green SV Pine
Oh
Green.
my God!
So
Here we
if
go
there's
again.
anyone,
no.
if anyone would like to,
Uh,
a size 12, send your boy a pair. We can connect on IG. Thank you.
shoot.
Holla at your boy.
Well, speaking of things that people don't have and want to take it from others, once again, Nike has gotten stuff stolen from them. As a report
they
came
have.
out, what was it, $50,000 worth of stuff stolen from Nike? Let me go
Yes.
ahead and bring
And-
that up for everybody.
And how was this reported? I think it was from a concerned citizen, right?
A concerned citizen apparently was the
Right.
one who anonymously called this in, right, and said, "Hey, I got a tip for you."
Right.
Now, me personally, I think that's somebody who was cut out of the deal.
I can see that.
All right, I think that's somebody that got cut out of the deal. But here we go. Police arrest 9 men in connection with $50K worth of stolen Nike products from a boxcar. Now, gentlemen, as many times as we've heard of Nike stuff getting stolen and the current landscape of prices, I believe we were talking about this in private about how this is one of the reasons why we're seeing the prices go up the way they are. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Part of it is theft. And the sad thing is for people like us who work hard to get what we want, we absolutely have to pick up the tab for other people who doing not the right thing. You know what I mean? And for us as consumers, passing along that price is not fair to us at all. And as a matter of fact, the only way we can slow down this process in terms of increasing prices, don't buy everything. You know, sometimes we just have to say, you know what? This is my cap. That 210 price tag, that's my cap, man. I'm done. Y'all 215, y'all can keep it. At the end of the day, what y'all think about that as well?
But see, we talked about this last week with the reimagined pairs and the prices that they were putting on them, right? Black Cement 3s, 220. Bread 4s, 215. What else we got coming out? The Alma Manier pairs, 250. I mean, we're going to get into them later on, but still, like, we're still buying it, though. We're still buying it. So it hasn't become a deterrent for everybody.
Facts.
And I mean, Nike knows whatever they put out, we are going to eat up as consumers, you know, in one capacity or another. I mean, we talked about this a little bit yesterday with those off-white shoes that, oh my God.
Oh,
The mere fact that Nike had the audacity to think that they could put that out there, and I guarantee you there are going to be people out there that buy it. Simple as that. And those are the people that fuel that consumer race, you know, with Nike. And they're the ones they're the reason why they're putting out these 400, 450 pairs, 475,000 pairs, you know, of sneakers this year, right? But I also think that there's a stark correlation between all the robberies and these warehouse, you know, busts by the feds that we've seen over the course of last year going into this year, where Nike's like, hey, man, I mean, you know, we insure everything, but I mean, we're taking a hit right now. So what do? They pass the buck along to the consumer, which explains why we've seen price hikes at least 2 or 3 times last year alone on different silhouettes. Yes. You know, because now they have to recoup that price. And guess what? They added on to the price tag of that shoe.
Yep.
Facts. Absolutely.
Facts.
Well, remember, we were also talking about the fact that a bunch of the, what was it? There were a bunch of stores actually pulling out of the state of California because of all the theft. Right?
Yes.
We were talking about that as well. And I think that, you know, with what's going on and like the way like some of the laws are and what they're allowing to happen has you know, these companies are definitely going to put. Matter of fact, I think it was in Chicago, an entire Walmart pulled out of a certain area of Chicago, and there was like no other stores there because of the amount of theft that was happening. And so now they're actually having to travel that much further to get some of their like daily supplies. But a lot of that has to do with obviously what is being allowed in a lot of these different areas and cities and things of that sort. But I mean, oh my God! Someone said, "How come nobody steal LeBrons or Yeezys?" Look, we know why. We know why.
Santiago.
We know why. Yo, bro.
Stop it.
My man said, "We know why, bro."
Santiago.
You know what? Someone said that too. Is yeah, the day someone gets beat up over a pair of LeBrons, that's when you know he really made it.
I mean, it is. He's not wrong. They're not wrong when they say that. I mean, think about it. I mean, the way that these different collaborations. And actually, it's so funny. Speaking of collaborations, I saw this thing yesterday where someone was kind of stacking up and this is a whole nother conversation for another time. So I definitely don't want to go down a rabbit hole on this one, but the Travis Scott collaboration versus the Mom and Year, what was truly more successful, overall, as far as a partnership or collaboration with Nike, although on one hand, Mom and Year are made for the grown folk, as we call them. And then, Travis are made for, the hype beasts and the, little college kids out here, that just want to look fly for the, for the ladies on the yard. So, I mean, it's all about, your targeting, your audience, what you're targeting and, what you're trying to accomplish from it.
Yeah. Target market. Absolutely.
Hey, real quick, to everybody in the comment section watching us right now, shout out to you guys for joining us. My man, Josiah Keys. I'm fighting over Shaquille O'Neal shoes. the Shaqnosis.
The Shaq attacks.
Hey man, them pumps was back in the day. Now you can't lie though. The pumps was hot, man. Come on now, the Reebok pumps was hot.
Yeah, Reeboks. Listen, I don't know what the age group is of everybody that's up in here, but Reeboks were the wave back in like the 90s. Like you barely saw Nike. You saw some Adidas out there, but you saw Reebok with like in a lot of the sports movies, a lot of the commercials, TV shows. I think the NFL at one point was sponsored by Reebok. Most of the jerseys had like the Reebok symbol there on there. Like most of the stuff out there was all Reebok based.
I love my Reebok pumps back in the day. Man, come on. Come on through.
You couldn't tell me I was not the man. I was a little boy back then. I was not the man walking around with my little canister, stopping in front of everybody, getting that pump on.
And tell me y'all don't know somebody who's busted one of those pumps at least once.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Man, hold on. For you guys out there, y'all listen. I don't think they still selling. They selling Reebok's pumps right now.
But they don't work. It's a fake pump. It don't work. It doesn't pump.
It's a fake pump.
Oh, they changed it. They changed it.
They changed it. It's there, but it doesn't work. It's not functional.
Oh,
They got cheap on it. They got cheap on us.
The only one that was functional was the Mischief when they came out with it was like 8 different pumps on that.
I remember that. It was all it looked terrible.
Yeah, that was the only one that was functional, and I don't think all of them were functional.
Yeah, because they had a bunch of pumps back in the day. They had the Reebok pumps. They had the LA Gear pumps. Remember those?
Mm-hmm. They had LA Gear pumps. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were like this like mahogany type color, suede type shoe, and it had like a black pump in the middle. Yep. Oh yeah. I was beasting those.
So since we're right there, let me ask you guys a question, and I'm going to kick it off and then tell you why. What is one of your favorite? Just one of your favorite memorable kicks, one of your favorite memorable sneakers, and I'm going to go with the Jordan 7, and I'm going to tell you why. Not because today the Jordan 7 is one of my favorite silhouettes, but the very first time I touched rim playing basketball, I had 7s on my feet, and I was young. I was like 9 years old. So this is all during that era when it was like, is it the shoes? I was like,
yeah, I was gonna say that. I was definitely going to say that. Is it the shoe?
So I was convinced. I'm talking about I was sold. I was like, I need more 7s. So just name one. It might be a difficult question.
I guess we call this one. The first flight, Mr. Think. There you go. Put that on a t-shirt.
Right. Yep.
Where your kicks? What you think?
Honestly, I gotta go back to Because one pair of shoes that brings back fond memories are the black and gold, the questions, the Iverson
Oh,
Okay.
joints. That was
oh,
one there. Oh
okay.
man,
Okay.
that I remember when I got those. Oh man, and I was like, and living in South Jersey, I saw Allen from when he was drafted as a rookie, all the way until he left for Denver. You know what I mean? So Iverson and the Sixers, man, was just they were almost as big as the Eagles were, but at the time they were winning a lot more than the Eagles during that time period as well.
Mm,
You
okay.
know,
So for me, this is an easy one. I remember when my mom took me to Foot Locker and she said, "Yo, pick whatever sneaker you want." My first sneaker was the white cement Air Jordan 3. And I remember clear to this day, when I put that sneaker on foot, I literally walked out of Foot Locker feeling like I was something. So that was my first Air Jordan, and that was the true first sneaker that I can honestly say I fell in love with. There was other sneakers as a little kid that I've had that I enjoyed, but that was the first sneaker that I really said I'm hooked. It's an easy one.
Nice. Nice.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Before we go, you had too much money to be playing basketball in some Jordans. Nah,
Yeah, I
bro.
just replied to that. I just replied to that. I was
bet
like,
you
yo,
had-
all I ever hooped in was Jordans. Like, no lie.
Shoot. Listen, I didn't get my first pair of Jordans until I was like 13 years old, and we were on a trip to Disneyland, to Disney World, and we were in a Nike outlet. It was a pair of 14s. It was all black with the it was like green glow trim on it. I can't remember what the names of them are with the colorway, but that was my first pair of Jordans, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Herb, what you got though?
Yeah, Herb.
Josiah Key's got a question. He got a question.
Oh, we gonna get to that right after Per Players goes.
Man, I'm
He didn't
gonna
answer
keep
yet.
it short and sweet, man. I mean, I'm old school, man. Jordan 1, man. It's always
I got it. I got it.
always,
Jordan 1.
especially being from Chicago, man. That Chicago 1 just hit too hard, man. I mean, it was always a very special place in our hearts for it, man. So to me, even to this day, even though people say, "Hey, ones are dead," man, but to me, ones will never be dead, right?
Not at all.
Ones will forever be goated as the standard at the end of the day for me. But yeah, that was my unicorn I chased.
Absolutely.
You know what? Now that you say that, and we're gonna get to Josiah Keys' question here in just a second. How did fours all of a sudden become the wave? That's what I don't know where that started. Actually, it's just how did they become the new wave? Because for as much as people complain about how uncomfortable that shoe is, how did that end up being the number one silhouette now that everybody's after?
Man, product placement. I remember what was this back in 22? When did we have the World Cup? What year was that? That was 22, right? The soccer World
Cup right now.
The men's or women's?
Men's.
You know what? While you doing that, I mean, look it up.
So while you guys are looking that up, so during the World Cup, like
22.
22.
Oh, there we go.
No, that was FIFA. No,
The FIFA World Cup, yeah.
22. Yep, 22.
Okay, so the head coach for US, right? His name escapes me right now, but he made like headlines across the world because people didn't care about him. People showed up to see what sneaks he had on every time we played. He was rocking the Red Thunders. He was rocking the Years. He was rocking all those fours. And it was getting all that coverage. And at the same time, synonymously, you saw a lot of other celebrities at that time, around that same period of time, rocking fours. So I honestly think that was very strategically placed product marketing at its finest by Nike to really kind of pump up and inflate, the desire, the drive for consumers to start, doing that paradigm shift to start buying fours. I honestly feel like 22, and please, somebody do the research. Somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, keep me honest here. I really feel like 22 is when we saw the emergence of all of a sudden the hype coming around the fours. once again.
And that's Greg Berhalter. That was the coach back then in 2022. That was Greg Berhalter.
Yep. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No problem. So, if you guys didn't know, man, Purple Haze and I grew up together. I remember when I was the first one. Moms was like, "Yo, man, just hold his hand and walk him across the street." He hates when I tell this story. Forrest have always been my favorite silhouette as a kid. There's no bandwagon over here with me. And when the Forrest became popular, I was excited. But now I'm kind of like, y'all all over here with me when y'all was all over here. And now I just honestly feel like they're watering down the Force too much. Like I've always said, we need more Force. We don't get Force a lot. Now we get them. I'm excited. Now I'm like, Nike, what are y'all doing? Because I need to pass on this I need to pass. But Force is still my favorite. And I just hope that Nike just gives us straight fire with Force because I cannot get enough of them. But it has to be the right colorway.
Mr. Think, you got something to say. I can already tell you leaning back in your chair over there.
Hey, bro. The fours that we're getting this year are tough. I mean, they are just simply tough. The lineup of fours coming this year, it's tough. It is tough. It is tough.
Those military blues and just the Ama alone is just putting Nike on their back and carry them this year. Like, come on.
I smell like someone's cooking right now. You know.
Yeah, baby. Hey, tell us you pulling out the crock pot. All right, you know
what I'm saying?
But you know, I'm very curious though, because I like to look at things from a marketing standpoint and in a road mapping strategy standpoint, right? Of where we're going in the year 24, right? We had a really good roadmap of where we are going from the trends from now into the end of the season, and we still have some bangers they haven't even announced yet. All right, so we're still early on in this year. We haven't even put our whole leg in the hot water yet, right? So next year is what I'm looking for already to see. Hey, where are we going? Where is Nike putting all their eggs in their baskets for next year?
Yes,
I mean we see a few shoes that have been pushed back right to next year, right? The Black Cats, of course, along with a few other things. So, you know, it's making me wonder here, you know, where are we going? You know, what's that going to look like from a 10,000-foot view?
Real quick in the comments here, we got Lena Sultan saying, "Oh, I had my first pair of Jordans when I was 37."
Man,
it's never too late.
Never too late.
Never too late.
Hell nah.
Hard facts.
And right after kicking
don't
it
forget
with
Keys.
Walt TZ. I'm about to get to that. We listen. The way this conversation going, listen. I got his question in the waiting wings.
Hey, let him know.
Ones are never dead for sure.
Never dead.
Ones are never. Hell nah.
The standard classic.
Ones are
100.
never
100.
dead. And then one more. I got one more here. What we got? Brett Fours are MJ highlight shoes and the peak of his career. Yeah, I would say, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Absolutely.
The Fours, yes.
Yeah, I had the poster with him on him, on feet. So I mean,
so
I'm sure a lot of people did.
So as we were talking about shoes that we want to cop and things to have, and you know, I know Purple Haze, you don't do a lot of content creation with sneakers and stuff like that. Although I've been told that you probably should. You know, I'm looking at that collection you got back there, man, and some of the knowledge you can put out. You might want to start doing that. But there's been some talk this week because Fat Joe was in the news, and matter of fact, Josiah Keys is doing a great job actually helping us to transition to that here real quick because he put out an honest question. If gifted, would you guys do a review on the MAGA silhouette or reject them?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good question.
Personally, I would absolutely do a review on that particular sneaker. Absolutely. I wouldn't reject it. And the reason why is because a lot of people are talking about still to this day right now about that silhouette. And I think that will absolutely definitely be a good buzz to have people to talk about and, you know, say, hey, why was this sneaker made? We already kind of know why it was made, but in reference to this would be a piece that we can put on the mantle to be a talking piece when someone comes to our house and say, hey man, I cannot believe you had that silhouette. That absolutely will open up a whole different type of conversation if you had that sneaker in your collection today.
So here's a scenario I would pose, right, for everyone in the chat, everyone in the room right now. Say you're a track star, right? You're a track star, man. You've been training your whole life, man, and you go to the Olympics and you bring home silver, right? Then you have somebody else who shot up roids, did drugs, they cheated, they shortcutted their way, and they take home gold, right? Is that gold, is that gold medallion, that gold award, is that considered tainted at that point, right? Because you cheated, right? You cheated your way to the top and you brought home gold. That's the same type of way I look at Trump sneakers, right? If you look at every traditional collaboration that Nike has done, you know, from Born and Raised to corporate, Amamanier, Travis Scott, there's a story. There's a rich history behind a lot of these collabs, right? Well, what's the story behind the Trump sneakers? He just showed up at SneakerCon randomly, like, hey, I got shoes. Like, I mean, where's the story? Where's the history? Where's the substance? More importantly, you know, where is the thoughtfulness of where this sneaker came from, right?
I dig that.
That's just kind of like how I kind of look at it. Like, and it's no right or wrong answer, honestly, but you know, it's just something I like to pose to the chat and everyone in this room right now.
So let me piggyback off of that. The reason why I dig that is, imagine if Trump did have a story behind that to say, hey, when they were building the Trump Towers, these are the shoes I wore to help carry furniture in or what have you. And now there's a story that's developed behind that to where it's like, oh, okay, you actually did wear these. And yeah.
Mr. Think, I think you may have another career writing for a newspaper too. You know, that was pretty quick how you came up with that on the slide like that. That's pretty impressive.
It was your idea. I mean, no, I mean, you're absolutely right. Having a story is actually very important.
Yes.
To answer the question, would I review them? Absolutely. If gifted, there's no doubt about it. No sneakers left behind. And if anyone would like me to review the Air Jordan 4 Pine Green SP4s,
I love how he boomerang. He spun the block on that when it took it back.
Size 12.
He spun the block right back. So real quick though, right? So right here, please don't talk about maggots. You'll lose me. Fake love for sneakers, buying votes. Now, listen, whether or not, here's the thing though, because there are people who are going to take that shoe, and and it's actually great that he put this comment here, because we can't play the video obviously for copyright reasons, but Fat Joe said that he didn't buy the shoes, they were gifted to him. He also said in his little video clip, he's not voting for Trump, he's not a Trumper, but as far as sneaker collecting is concerned, he had to have them. Right? So in that sense, it's like, from a sneaker history standpoint, these shoes, no matter how you feel about him as a person, these shoes are definitely going down in sneaker history.
Oh, absolutely.
Because what other, first off, there's a segment of people out there who never even heard of SneakerCon before.
Correct.
Until this guy decided to not only show up, he had a shoe he was selling. And then on top of it, he was, first off, for those of you out there, my man's got 3 different shoes. Number one, right? He didn't even bother peddling those other ones out there. But someone, again, we talked about how someone went and bought a signed pair of his for $9,000. Now, good, bad, or indifferent, what do you think a signed pair from a former president is going to be worth like 20, 30 years from now?
Oh, it's gonna be
He's probably not even around anymore.
It's definitely gonna be worth a mint because this has been a very historical president. Love him or hate him. I mean, he's definitely he's continuing to make history right now, right? You know, especially they have literally had to rewrite certain parts and articles of the Constitution to deal with what he's going through from his legal challenges right now. Like, that's crazy, right? So he's the first president to do it. Will he be the last? Who knows, right? But for right now, he will forever be written and etched in stone in our history books as being a president that is going through this right now. So I think he's doing what most people would do, you know, with the right people in his ear. I think he's an idiot, number one, you know, but he's smart enough to surround himself with smart people, right? And I think this is a brilliant marketing ploy. And he's pulled in enough money to continue to pay for his legal bills, which are mounting by the day. So with that being said, I'll kind of step off my soapbox and Jay.
I mean, like I said, in my opinion, I think everybody has a very good viewpoint. I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of a straight sneaker standpoint. It's a talking piece. Take everything out the equation. Straight sneaker talk. It is a great talking piece to have, and that's why I said it's a great conversation starter. If someone had this in there, one of us had this in our collection. Now, I don't care about signatures and all that other stuff. Hey, whatever is important to someone, if that's what they value, let that be their value. Okay, I'm never gonna take away, you know, what someone values. So, would I pay $9,000 for anybody's signature? Absolutely not. But again, from a sneaker standpoint, that'd be crazy, man. That'd absolutely be crazy talking piece.
So,
Absolutely.
if you were gifted the pair, you would review them. You would take the pair to review.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think overall, given the opportunity, okay. It's almost like why would you not? But you know, that can be a moral compass. But I mean, just everyone's talking about them. So in that standpoint, it's like, why not? You know what I mean? Why not?
It's a lightning
people
rod.
are going to look at it.
Yeah.
People are going to look at it. You know what I mean? People are going to listen. If you went out and they had that thing on display, you couldn't tell me there wouldn't be a crowd around there talking about that damn thing.
It would be. People be taking pictures. It don't matter. Absolutely.
I have a quick question. Quick question for the panel.
Wait a minute. Because if you bring up these Pound Green 4s again.
No, not at all. Not at all. I have a question for the panel and everybody watching. Is that I'm getting a little sidetracked because you're about to see me start eating them. But has anyone been able to hit up their local dealer? Has anyone been able to hit up their local dealer?
I passed them.
You passed on them? All right. Well, Thin Mints is,
I passed them.
It's my addiction. So I'm gonna mute my mic. You're gonna see me popping these things in. So just pause. But
so real quick from Sneakerhead Game, I would invest. I guess you say it would be an investment standpoint. He would.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Check out Sneakerhead Game. He got a YouTube channel, and he be getting all of the fire kicks. My man he must have a hookup at Supreme because he be getting all the Supreme wear. Yeah,
nice.
Check him out. Check it. He got a YouTube channel.
Nice.
Check him out.
All right. So speaking of expensive kicks, and I want to segment into dream job. So if we all had a dream job and we had the money to buy whatever, first check, what would some of y'all go out and purchase sneaker wise?
Oh, that's easy.
Now I'm gonna tell you why. All right, because we had a prominent NFL player who went out And his first pair of sneakers that he bought, right here.
Yep.
He bought himself a pair of the Marty McFlys for $10,000.
Whew, that's a toughie.
10 grand.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
10
yeah.
grand. Wow.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
10 grand. So they were talking about it on him and his brother's podcast that the first pair of shoes he got was a pair of Marty McFlys. Man, listen. First off, the amount of pairs I see going to some of these shows, I'm like, there can't be this many pairs out there.
Facts.
I didn't think there were. So, some of these got to be straight fakes to begin with. And
absolutely.
And believe it or not, it's interesting because that's technically how that dude Yeezy Buster got started. Was he would go on, watch videos of celebrities and call out whether or not they had on fake pairs of shoes, even though they thought some of them were real, or maybe they had customs. You know what I'm saying? But again, I go back to if you had the opportunity, dream job, first paycheck, what sneaker you buying?
And you know, mine is dull. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all know my favorite sneaker of all time. Take away cost, take away what the value of a sneaker. When I look at being a sneakerhead, what really resonate with you? The Air Jordan 4 white cement. OG Bobby Johnson.
Okay.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Of all the shoes in the world, Jordan 4 white cements.
Absolutely. Take away sneaker investment. Take away what really resonate with you.
That's fair.
That's
my opinion.
Purple Haze.
Oh, Santiago, you got to stop, man. Now you about to. Oh my God. No, you didn't.
Oh, we gonna get to the comments here in a second. I want to hear what Purple Haze got to say. What's your choice, bro?
You know what? I see you, Santiago, the Jordan 1 Chicago Off-Whites. Okay.
He said it. We got another one that said it. Get some Off-Whites. I don't long live Virgil. Heck yeah. Long live Virgil Abloh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I totally got a crazy story about Virgil, but that I'll save that for another day because it's wild. Jay knows that story all too well. I could have been in a suite with him at a Bulls game. But anyway, so
no. We can't just drop it like that.
Let him say a shoe. Let him say a shoe and we can get into that story.
So anybody that knows me knows I'm all about nostalgia. I'm all about substance. I'm all about history, rich, deep history behind a sneaker. And so it would definitely be the OG1 bands all day. Because that's what really kicked off the whole sneaker culture, for Nike when you really think about it. I mean, he was doing his rounds. I remember there's a clip floating around, and I'm sure a lot of you all can find it now, where he was on David Letterman, talking about him, and they had just come out with the Chicago ones, and he was telling the whole story around, hey, this is why they call him bands, because he got banned. What was it, 10,000 or something like that a game?
$5 grand.
Yeah, a Nike
$5 grand.
Yeah,
$5 grand a game every time he wore them or whatever. And Nike and the NBA's rules were like, yo, you got to have white in the shoe.
Correct.
Right? And so this is where kind of like the birth of the Chicago ones kind of came out of, into play off the backs of that. So there's a very deep and rich history, not only with Jordan Brand and Nike, but just Jordan Brand, Jordan and the NBA, and a lot of the challenges that he faced, just to even wear those shoes on the court. So for me, I would have to have that exact pair. I'm not talking about replica.
Okay.
The shoe itself. I need those right there. I think they sold it actually for like what, 84,000 or 100,000 or some crazy number.
Well, hold on now, because for everybody in the chat, understand this: the Jordan 1 breads are not the sneaker that actually got banned.
Yeah, I know where you're going, and
they're not the ones that actually got banned. That's what they use.
You and I both
the
have
commercial.
Yeah.
That's what they used in
Yeah.
the commercial. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what they really banned were the bread airships. That's what they really brand.
Correct.
Yes.
Right?
A very slept on silhouette, by the way, but that's another story for another time.
Whew.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
The airship breads is what it is that they actually banned.
Which
Matter
was
of fact, go
the
ahead.
forefather of the Jordan 1, for all those that may not
Yes.
know that fact.
You know, we can
Exactly.
talk about that all day.
Man,
Santiago said pandas.
man, listen.
That's the truth.
We
That's the
not
troll.
we not even. Let me bring these up real quick. Let me bring these up. Okay, this is the real shoe right here
Yes.
that was
beautiful.
actually
Yeah.
banned by the NBA.
Yep, beautiful.
These guys, okay.
Beautiful.
For all you out there that don't know, these are it.
Beautiful. Just
Okay.
So that was the original shoe that really kicked off everything. And he wore those until the Jordan 1s were manufactured specifically for his foot.
Right.
And then that's when it began, going into mass production. But yes, great catch where you are absolutely right. And
yes.
again, I don't understand why the airship does not get the love it deserves because of that.
Oh,
Facts.
well, it gets the
Facts.
love here. It gets the love right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Number one. But number two, the number two part that nobody, they hear it, but they don't want to acknowledge it, is that Michael Jordan's actual Jordan 1s were a mid cut.
Yeah. Yep.
Not the high cut that everybody covets today.
No,
It's another
not
thing
too
out
many
there.
people know that.
No,
That's
sir.
the crazy thing about it.
No, sir. Hold on a second. My man Tyler goes, bring them airship bands to to a U.S. launch. Hold on, they never released in the U.S. I think I was talking with him about this actually. We never got a U.S. If we didn't, yo.
Well, okay. You and I talked about it last night, where we were talking about the combo where it came with the Jordan 1 and then the airship. That was a U.S. launch, but I don't.
Those were not band breads though. That was a white and red Jordan 1 and a white and red airship.
Right. And that was the correction, that was made. But I don't remember if those airship breads were a U.S. launch or not. If they were a very small amount of pairs made to the point where they didn't even hit the radar.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting that we never actually got. They weren't. Wow. So they never released in the U.S.?
I would be curious where they released though. Overseas in Europe.
So I'm looking here. I'm actually trying to read it here. Where did they release these at? It's not giving me that info here. We're gonna have to research that.
Oh yeah,
we're
you giving us some
gonna have to
homework,
research
Tyler.
that.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
So let me tell you guys right now, the banned airships, right? They arrive without warning, exclusively only in Italy, family.
Only in Italy, huh? Okay.
Only in Italy.
Let me see.
Okay. So real quick, so if anybody in the chat is from Italy and has those sneakers, and you would like us to do a review, I'm taking one after my man. I'm taking one out of my man's book right now.
Yep.
Man, I would love to be able to see those in hand.
It's very interesting how you take a shoe with that history that comes out of the city of Chicago, and you don't have a U.S. release, nor Chicago release. That's pretty crazy to me.
An iconic shoe of that magnitude that started it all.
Yeah, and you don't release it in Chicago, of all places.
So, here's the problem, and we talked about this last night, and this is for everybody in the chat. So, different continents have different likings, okay? Mm-hmm. So, all the wild colorways that we like here, over in Europe, they eat them up. They love them. So, for whatever weird reason, and I'm just saying we, on this continent, the airship is not respected. The airship is the blueprint to everybody, most people's favorite, silhouette back in the day, which was the Air Jordan 1. So until I feel like people start understanding the history of sneakers and then where everything derived from, then once the airship gets its hype, I feel like that shoe could come to the US. But again, airships are going for so low for resale right now. People do not have a respect and a foundation of understanding what the airship was.
They don't know their history.
And
But whose fault is that? But whose fault is that?
That's a good question. It's nobody's fault.
It is somebody's fault. It is somebody's fault. It is.
Talk to me.
It is not anybody on here. It is Nike's fault, 100%. Nike's fault. Nike is a reason why a lot of these people out here are moving in certain ways to where they don't know nothing about any history with these sneakers. They don't listen. They used to. Okay. It used to be an integral part of the advertisement that actually gave the backstory to not only the silhouette, but when you were releasing the retros, like what the importance of that colorway was. For example, the Jordan 4 Brett Reimagines, right? The first piece of advertising we got that came up on the sneakers app was some guy sitting on the stoop playing his instrument.
Okay.
Later on, they show that clip of Michael Jordan hitting the shot over Craig Elo and doing one of, he's jumping in the Jordan 4 Brett. But again, they don't go into the history of anything. And I'm gonna back it up even further to really point this out. Remember last year when we got the Jordan 1 Lucky Greens?
Yes.
Right? Everybody was like, how come we're getting the Lucky Greens way after St. Patrick's Day? It's because it was in April that he dropped 66 in the Garden. That's why they released the Lucky Green sneakers, the Jordan 1s, in April like that.
Mm-hmm.
But where did you see that talked about?
Nowhere.
So
Nike never once said anything about that it's the anniversary of that.
So where your kicks? Listen, bro. Now I'm gonna take you back to last week's segment when I talked about the problem with the lost and found, the problem with sneaker history, with the Air Jordan 4 Brett Reimagined, and I did state that sneaker, both of those sneakers missed so much information to give newer sneakerheads, right? Hidden Easter eggs so they can kind of understand who Michael Jordan was, what he did, and why his sneakers were so popular at the same time. So what you just said about Nike's fault, absolutely facts. And then again, like I said last week, cookie cutter.
Facts.
So all of you are making some very stellar points, and I want a cookie right now. So we're yeah, like I was like, man, I gotta go out the bar, give me some Girl Scout cookies. So again, I'm a big picture type of guy. So I asked the question, well, why? Why is Nike omitting such incredible facts, right, about a lot of these different silhouettes that have dropped just last year alone up until right now, right? Why? And I look at it like this. Nike is pandering toward the hype beast. They're pandering toward, this newer generation of kids or young adults that are moved by the markets, right? When I say the markets, meaning social media,
yes,
meaning, specific influencers, things of that sort. So whenever you do a paradigm shift and you're now moving, catering to a group like that, let's not lie, it does move the needle. They're a consumer group that does move the needle for Nike. It does, whether or not you would care to admit it or not.
Absolutely.
That's why I feel like they're saying, well, wait, all we have to do is tether ourselves to an influencer, tether ourselves to XYZ, him or her, and that has a large following, that has 100 million followers and here and this and that, and boom, we're good. We don't have to do all the bells and whistles and the fancy gift wrapping, right? We can just shove this down their throats, and what are they going to do? They're going to blindly consume it every single time. So then you have the other faction out there, the true sneakerheads, right? The people that have true appreciation. They want to know the history, the facts, or they grew up during that era, right? And so it's reminiscent of a lot of different memories for them. And now, kind of pit us against, and I say this all the time, and people are going to get tired of me saying this, but hype beasts versus true sneakerheads.
Yes.
At the end of the day. And which side is Nike taking right now? I believe they're taking the side of the true hype beast at this point. Now, will that change down the road? Oh, absolutely. Nothing stays the same forever. But for right now, they are riding. When I say they, Nike is riding the hype beast wave, and we're seeing it right now.
Yeah.
A lot of these different details being omitted.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Real quick. Long Beach, Joe Jett says, salutes and respect to Possible, the panel, and the chat. What's going on with you?
My guy.
Appreciate it.
Salute.
What you got, Think?
All right. We're gonna have to come back to me on this one as far as that sneaker, dream job. Man, that's a good one. But also, I don't think it's really anything that's really not attainable at the moment as well. If there was really, really a sneaker that I wanted, I can actually get it.
I like that.
Oh,
I
so,
like that.
oh,
I like that.
Now, respectfully, so I obviously I have my eyes on certain things, but if there was really, really like for from childhood, and it's like, man, I really, really wanted it, and now it's just too far to reach. It's actually not. So, it keeps everything interesting. It really does. It keeps everything interesting.
There's got to be one, bro. Come on, man. There's got to be one.
I'll come back. I'll come back.
No. We're not gonna let you off the hook like that.
I will. I actually will come back because I really have to think about it. I really have to think about it.
What was the first shoe to come to mind?
I really have to think. I'm telling you, because then, I mean, like, if I was to name something and you looked it up and you're like, because like I said, it's not even about dollar amount, right? I mean, I want the SP4s and I don't have them, right? It's not because I can't get them, but I'm waiting for an opportunity to acquire them, right?
The
SP4s. So it's not
a green shoe. You can't get away from it.
Hey, I like my greens. I told you, I sent you a picture earlier. I like my greens.
You do. Yes, you do.
I like my greens.
All
Let me think about it. I will come back around.
Since my man don't want to answer the question.
Yeah, I'll come back around to it.
Did we all see? So as we're talking about these Grail sneakers, right? If you actually were able to obtain the shoe you're talking about, would you let it touch ground?
No.
You wouldn't. No. So you would basically go the DJ Khaled route and get your behind carried. And get your behind carried, right?
Hey, that was the most eloquent segue I've ever heard in my entire life. I salutes on that one. Oh yeah, he's everything behind him you see is all dead stock. Crazy.
So my man, if some of you out there now, I can't play, I have the video here, but most of us probably saw this video of DJ Khaled getting carried by two grown men just so he could step on stage down there in Miami to perform. Now, the sneakers he had on were a pair, and they're posted here. Now, these are supposed to be the Rios of the DJ, not DJ, I'm sorry, J Balvin, the J Balvin 3s that are dropping this year. The Rios, all black, $250, and who knows what other fees are on top. But my man said, I'm not letting these touch the sand.
Yo, I'm tap dancing in those bad boys. I'm going go-kart racing in those bad boys. Like, I can see you doing that for like some type of wild exotic Grail shoe, but the Balvins, come on now. Like that's just excessive.
DJ Khaled is just he's full of video. He's just wild, man. He's loud, he's obnoxious. And so, but he definitely is a true sneakerhead. and for him to do this is absolutely ridiculous. Like again, it keeps him relevant. It keeps his name out there. So again, for someone of his status who absolutely has collabs with Nike, he can get this silhouette remade, anytime. So for me, this is just straight cap. This is just again to keep his name relevant. And this right here to me is kind of like, dude, stop it.
Hey yo, shout out to Khaled. He is a true sneakerhead. Shout out to Khaled. He's doing some good things for the culture. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you think I'm a mover, all right, I'm 6'3", I'm 250 pounds. If you think I'm carrying Khaled, messing up my spine,
he's easily 300 pounds.
Yo, I wonder what them boys is getting paid.
Not enough
to do that, bro.
right, not enough.
Listen, there was no shame in their faces. There was
They
no
happy,
shame
man.
in their
They're like
faces.
carrying their prince.
Man,
There was
look,
no shame in their
ice
faces
bath
right
going
now.
on that night. Oh my God, back braces,
Man.
Right.
putting his own shots, acupuncture, all type of stuff going on after that night.
Man, listen.
I ain't carrying that cat. You
But-
crazy?
But listen, I didn't think Khaled could do something. Okay, you remember last year when he was going after the white J Balvin pair? He hounded J Balvin so bad. He showed up to the golf course, and the man said, "You know what? Just take the ones I got on my feet."
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Now, I didn't think he could top such a situation before, but this is ridiculous in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
ain't no way. Are you serious? Like, for all that, I'm taking them off. I'm gonna walk through,
Mhm.
and then put them back on. If it's all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but to Jay Elevate's point, man, it's all about theatrics with Khaled. Always has been, always will be. So, but guess what? It was theatrical enough to get us all talking about it right now. So obviously, it was a ploy that worked.
So Long Beach, Joe Jets, man, we actually touched on that subject a little earlier with the feds busting them. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? That's not a bad thing to actually segue to, because Project Blitz, they had sneakers there that, in my opinion, I don't think were ever supposed to actually leave Nike.
See the light of day.
They were never supposed to see the light of day.
Yeah,
Right.
Never. They had sneakers there that I don't even think people heard about. It was like rumored that it was real, and they had them. So, since the question was actually posed to you, Mr. Think, what you got to say about that?
Mm.
We're gonna let you go with it first.
There's literally nothing new going on here. When it comes to the stealing, when it comes to backdooring, I like to actually touch on a lot of this stuff too. I kind of throw it in my videos from time to time. But people stealing directly from Nike, this actually goes on to, this affects Nike's bottom line. And when stuff like that happens, nothing for nothing, when it comes to business, guess what? It's gonna come right on back down to the consumer. That's literally what happens, right? A lot of these thefts that's happening, whether it's in the Nike outlets, we've seen the videos.
Yep.
We've seen the videos when people are walking inside the Nike stores and somebody's holding the phone, or multiple people are holding phones. You see people snatching up not just the sneakers, right? They're grabbing clothing and all types of other items and running out. All of that has a huge impact on their bottom line, and it has a huge impact on us. And one way they can combat that, in addition to closing stores or whatever else that they decide to do, but one way that they can actually combat that, you just raise prices.
Yeah.
That's it. You raise the prices,
That's
and
the
the consumer gets to eat that. We eat that.
Yes.
So when we sit here and complain about, oh, how come these Jordan 5 Olives cost $225? There's your answer.
And I got something to say. So when Nike retrieves, let's just say half of the pairs, right? For example. Well, what do you mean? They retrieve half the pairs, so maybe it shouldn't go up that much. We're talking about court costs. We're talking about the cost of trying to figure out busting the individuals who stole, let's say, $200,000, $80,000 worth of sneakers. So they have to pay lawyers. They have to pay court fees. Yes, they got half of the shoes back, maybe all of them, but it's the court fees. So what they gonna say? You know what? We got an accountant. Let's do the math, and now we're gonna go ahead and make sure the consumer eats that. And it's crazy. For the small amount of people that's doing it, most of us who doing the right thing, we're affected.
So I think there's an element here that we can see, but we haven't really talked about. And remember, I said it first. Some of these sneakers were never supposed to see the light of day. So, in my opinion, Nike's got an issue within its own walls as to how these sneakers are growing legs and finding their way outside to other in the hands of these people that shouldn't technically have these pairs.
Yes. Yes.
So before Nike starts pointing fingers at everybody that's stealing from them, who they got working for them that are taking these shoes out of there and allowing them to be put on some type of market?
Yeah.
Because that's the only way they moving like this. And matter of fact, that goes back to the allegation that StockX put out there was that, hey, some of your own executives are using our platform to sell shoes.
Yep, I remember that.
Right? So, in my opinion, like, they went in there, they saw sneakers that they were like, I don't know how the heck they have these, but in my opinion, I think there were certain people who were supposed to, watch over these shoes, and you would think that they got to go to them and say, listen, we know that you personally had these in your possession. How did this guy get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when it comes to business, I mean, that's going to happen. It's going to happen.
So where are your kicks? Now I got a question this is for everybody. Let's say, we got an organization here, right, who picked up the sneaker from Nike, right? Shouldn't that organization have some type of business rule? Hey, hold on. Something ain't right. We heard about this sneaker, but it was given to us. Maybe we need to not put this on the market. Maybe we need to go ahead and hit up Nike because something not right about this. Shouldn't there be some type of business rule as well from the third party as well? Because that means that the third party would be negligent because they all kind of know what's going on. And we heard about this particular sneaker and someone sold it to us. And it's not, and it hasn't been put on the market yet. So what y'all think about that? I'm just curious.
It's not going to matter to most people because they've already gotten their money. They've already secured the bag. And so their investment is airtight. It's sealed. So who cares if a third party is going to go out there and, backdoor X amount of pairs? They're still getting paid regardless. This is something that has been going on ever since sneakers have been manufactured. Nike's been doing it for years. We remember during the pandemic, one of the executives' sons was a reseller.
Yes.
He had
I remember that.
Yes.
So you're going to tell me, he just walked out of Nike with hundreds of thousands of pairs of Nikes? I mean, think about it. The whole trophy room scandal. I mean, just more recently, the whole scandal from last year. You know what I mean? Like, James Whitner is still going through that as we speak now, but he's still locked up in litigation. Right. So, it's not going anywhere anytime soon because these people have secured the bag. These people that are doing these collaborations, and even Nike, people are getting paid under the table. People are getting paid over the top of the door. People are going to get paid. And as long as they continue to get paid, they're going to continue to do this and backdoor these sneakers. And we're going to see it time and time again. And next year, year after that, we're going to see more and more, scandals, come out of some of these collaborations, like what's going on with Ama right now. So, that's just my take on it.
Hey, real quick, shout out to my man Long Beach Joe Jets. Haze is speaking facts, and we got great discussion. Listen, you brought up something here that I was like, damn, you know what? It's wild. We have not heard anything about Ama Meniere since the initial news story broke. And what's interesting is to see that not only are we getting 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. We're getting 5
Yeah.
different Amamanier
Amas.
sneakers this year.
And I'm here
And a
for
lot
it.
of people thought Amamanier was just going to be
Done.
Yep.
nixed
Done. Yep.
because of this. And not only are they not nixed, they come up with 5 sneakers
You're right.
strong this year, right?
And they're
We'll-
solid.
Listen, I got no issues with the sneakers themselves, but what I do find interesting is that that story's been basically buried, in a sense. There has been one iota of information since it initially broke out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys got to say about that?
Jay?
Well, so in my opinion, we haven't heard nothing. So we haven't heard anything. Either A, right, they have nothing on the man, or B, they still doing, whatever allegations, building a case, whatever they need to do. And they might just be keeping it really, really slowly, on the low, on the hush, because they're like, hey, this could ruin Nike's reputation. Even though the reason why I'm saying that is, hold on, is because Nike's name is behind that silhouette. You see what I'm saying? So in my opinion, I think personally, I could be wrong, it's a good sign we haven't heard anything about it. And I love Amamier. I love what they've been doing, and I hope it continues because the collabs are fire, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
I can add a little bit of color to that question. So there's a gag order actually placed on Amamier and James Whitner and his LLC group currently right now from a judge that is presiding over the investigation right now in coordination with the FBI because the feds are involved. There's also a gag order placed on Nike as well and all affiliates. So that's why they are legally binded. Their hands are tied behind their backs right now. They're not allowed to even talk about it. That's why you don't see press around it or press releases or official statements being brought out by James Whitner and group. So more to come for that, hopefully, as this kind of continues to kind of go down the pipe throughout the year. But hey, it's not slowing them down apparently because Nike is officially greenlit, obviously, as we see now. The pairs for this year, and I am so happy about that. So
these are the mock-ups right now on the 4s, and what is it? Then we got this here. This is one of the 3s that they're talking about bringing out.
And that's a women's release, right? Where
they're all supposed to be women's releases, from my understanding, but extended sizing, except the airship pair that they're dropping. That's a men's shoe.
I thought the 4s were men's pair. No?
From my understanding, both of these are supposed to be, it says it right here, both releasing an extended women's sizing.
Okay.
That's exactly what it says here on the post from Z Sneakerhead. So
I want to ask you guys a question. Look at the first Amamier Air Jordan 4. Tell me, what does that remind you of?
The first 4? Or the one at the top?
The picture.
The top?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The picture.
What does that remind you of?
I mean, the shape out. Well, here's the thing, though, right? Because now the notion is that all the Jordan 4s are supposed to emulate that SB Pine Green 4 shape, right? But it's also supposed to be indicative of the original Jordan 4s that released. It's supposed to be more of the OG shape in itself. As far as what this shoe reminds me of.
Yes.
Are you talking about colorway?
Yeah. Come on now. Air Jordan 4 Craft.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Come on now.
Hold on a second.
Hey, blow it up, blow it up.
Yeah, hold on.
Down look like a craft to you?
Hold on one second.
Hold on. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hold on a second. Nah, I don't see it.
Hey, that colorway. Go ahead in the comments. Say, everybody who's in this chat right now, go ahead in the comments in the comment section and let us know, man. Y'all think I'm tweaking? I'm just saying.
Okay, we got someone who agrees with you.
Yeah, Walteezy
agrees with you. Craft 4s.
Yeah, Walt Teasy, I sold mine too. I'm with you on that one. I mean, it just was not a shoe to hold on to, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
You got rid of yours, Haze?
Man, I can't believe you got rid of those. See. Here's the thing. Like, I like that shoe personally. I got both of them. The green one. I got the green ones also.
See,
you talking about the Swamp Waters?
I got the green ones also.
Mr. Thing calls them Swamp Things. That's why I was sitting in the meme. The Swamp Thing 4s. But I like those. I like them though. I actually like the green ones. I like the green ones. I think they're a very dope and slept on shoe amongst a few other silhouettes for this year. But it came out last year. But I think it's a dope shoe. I don't have it yet, but that's just because I've just been lazy.
So of the two, if you only could cop one of them, right? If you were only able to hit on one of them, which one of these 4s are you taking?
I'm taking the bottom pair.
Really?
Yep, I'm going bottom.
Really? Why you say that?
Because honestly, it's something different. It just hits a little bit different, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for just an easy way out to say I can put this on feet and it's easy for me to put this an outfit together. I want something where it's like, yo, I need to be creative and I want something different. So I like them both. Don't get me wrong. I'm going for both, but I need that bottom pair. That bottom pair is yep. That's me.
Oh, wrong way. My bad.
Yeah, I'm going top pair. I'm going top. Do you know why, Jay? Do you know why, Jay? Because I like easy. Man,
I respect that. I
like easy.
I respect that.
Man, I like easy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got
and I mean, nothing for nothing. Just to touch on that craft deal. All right. Now that I'm looking at it, at least on the top portion, yes, and yes, actually, yeah. Rear kicks, Lewis. You don't see it? You don't see that? I can, because I have those things. I have them.
Nah,
I have them. I can see it.
Much respect, Santiago.
Hold on. Let me get through these comments real quick. So what we got here? Long Beach Joe Judge says, thing is, I respect Ama, but at the end of the day, they should get hit and lose their account if the story is true.
Okay. Okay.
Let me throw that back up here real quick because when this stuff gets put out, you could easily segue into another subject, right? And I don't want to come off the Ama stuff just yet. So, but it was also rumored that last year they backdoored the SBs from the gentleman that tragically passed away. What's the gentleman's name? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Born and Raised.
The Born and Raised, yes. So a lot of people hit on those Born and Raised, and a couple of days later, they got an email from the company that said, "Yeah, we're sorry. We're glad you won, but unfortunately, we have to fulfill our friends and family pairs." And so they took their pair away and gave it to the friends and family. And no one really raised too much of a stink about that. Now, we've all heard about many a place that is backdoor sneakers. Matter of fact, a lot of these retailers out here backdoor sneakers. Okay? Mr. Thing, I think someone commented, it was either on one of your videos on the 4s or somebody's video, maybe we were even talking about, a Foot Locker manager commented in there. He goes, "Yo, I made so much money backdooring these Jordan 4 breads, it's not even funny."
Yeah, I want to say that was on one of was a Sniper Kicks mentioned that somebody in this comment.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, it was.
But I know I was talking to you about that.
Yeah, we're talking about it. Absolutely.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
So if these major retailers who are well known to have many in store backdoor pairs, you think really like and see here's this story is so wild with I don't even know if I can say the word of the working girls that apparently were involved in helping to launder money and this I forgot even the guy's name that apparently was actually the mover and shaker of the whole situation under the Ama Manier umbrella. And because, James Whitaker is the owner, they obviously feel as though he should have some type of involvement in there.
Right.
My man said, totally. My man DH goes, wait. Let me back up here. What we got? Who thinks the craft threes resemble the Ama threes? I see a trend going here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now we got two different. Hold on, we got two different subjects going on right now. All right, let's first go with what Long Beach Joe said. What we got to say about that?
You know what? That's a slippery slope. It's a very slippery slope because if you ding Ama,
I'm about to say that. You got to do what? What do you got to do?
You got to ding everybody.
Thank you.
And everybody's doing it. I mean, it becomes a snowball effect. It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I get what I get what you're saying, Long Beach. Trust me, I do. But it's very complicated.
Yeah.
And see, the other thing is the evidence, in my opinion, must prove that James Whitaker actually had direct involvement in all this.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like you'd have to really be able to prove that. He had his hands in the situation.
Like he's gonna have to be Colonel Mustard in the library holding the championship. That's gonna. That's gonna be the only way. I mean, outside of that, I see him walking away from this, and continuing business as usual with Nike.
I mean, he's already somewhat free. We got five of them dropping this year.
So that
story came out
right
last
there.
year.
That Nike is showing, proof and faith in him, and in the LLC group.
Oh, and now that's you know what? You just brought up a good point. Nike is showing faith in them. Now imagine they got these 5 dropping, and the story comes out that it is true he was involved. Woo! What are we looking at then?
We looking at resale out the wazoo.
It's gonna be ugly.
Out the wazoo.
I can see that, Jay.
Out the wazoo.
But does Nike does Nike cut the sale of these shoes?
I don't think so.
See, my thing is Nike actually has like I always say, Nike is the juggernaut, right? If Nike cut these sneakers, they don't actually take that big of a loss versus look what Adidas had to do. Oh, we're not going to sell them, but their stock tanked, so they had to turn around and sell those Yeezys anyway because they were losing so much money. Nike's not going to lose money in the same token if they cut ties with someone who unfortunately was involved in some pretty high risk crime,
right?
In my opinion,
right?
And again, they're showing faith in this guy, just like Prip said. They're showing faith that what happened has no involvement from him. But if it turns out that he did, oh man.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's done. But I feel that Nike has gone down a path of no return for this year alone. So, I mean, if it comes out later on down the road that, he did, in fact, do what he's accused of, allegedly, of course, for legality purposes, they're going to finish out the rest of the year with these collabs. But I think they will definitely silently walk away from the relationship next year.
Yep. Yep.
So I got the threes up right now. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Thing.
No, go ahead. I was looking at the comment. You're good.
Oh, no. So, yeah, I got them up right now. Tyler goes, who thinks the craft threes resemble the Ama threes? See a trend going here. Well, based on what we got for this year, I don't think so. And I talked to a few people about the way the other ones look. I mean, I can kind of see it, but to me, when you hold them up close to each other, they're way different shoes in my opinion.
So let me say this, right? I'm gonna tell you what this Mama Year Air Jordan 3 at the top looked like. If you recall, last year there was a kids Air Jordan 3 that released, kind of with that burgundy elephant print. Do y'all remember that?
Burgundy.
The
Which one
burgundy
is that
3
one?
with the elephant print.
Oh, you know what? Let me find out.
Oh, wait. It was a kids pair?
It was a kids pair.
Oh, I remember.
That's the same. That's the same exact colorway, except we just have.
Oh, hold on
Come
a
on.
second. Hold on a second. I
Yeah.
remember those.
You know,
So what's the difference? Did you say it's the elephant
What
print?
were they? What were they called?
the only difference is that it's the elephant print, opposed to having that nice, soft, supple suede. It's the same exact sneaker.
Oh, damn,
Look,
what
Tyler,
was
I'm
it?
gonna tell you something now, Tyler. To me, the Ivory 3 is the poor man's I'm in year 3. I have both shoes, and I will definitely tell you now that's what is being labeled right now. And from a distance, I can see why. I can see why you draw a stark comparison. It's the heel tab, obviously, but up close, yeah, I think where you said up close, they're definitely. I mean, it's like night and day, but you know, I can definitely see a loose comparison being drawn on the two.
I cannot think of that name of that kids pair. I'm telling you, it's the same
Man, if
exact
you find
colorway.
it, if someone in the chat knows what those are, please
Yeah, drop
help
it in
us
the chat.
out. Yeah,
I'll find
drop
it
it
right
in
now
the
for you.
chat.
I'll
Real
find it
quick,
right now.
let me get to some of these. Let me get to some of these other comments here. So let me
Yep.
go back. So Long Beach Joe says, "Then ding everyone. If you do nothing, it never stops." Let's see what else we got here from Sam Shepard. I think at the end of the day, they should all be held accountable. Unethical is unethical.
Mm,
It's my guy Sam right there.
And then who else we got here? We got Hate to Lose. Okay. Also, if you punish Ama, we lose probably the best Jordan collabs we get. See, now that goes back to that conversation earlier. Is it the Ama pairs or the Travis Scott collab pairs that are better?
I don't want to be.
Some of that might be based on age, right?
And wear
Yeah,
your kicks.
Go ahead.
Here it is. Only difference is that the top portion is going to be a little bit lighter, but these are called the Air Jordan 3 Retro GS Mars Stone. Those are the ones I'm talking about.
Okay. Jordan 3
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah. They had that.
Mars Stone. Let
It
me
wasn't
bring these
burgundy
up.
though. It was more of like a kind of like a tan mud color.
It's still
Yeah.
the top. You at the top, no, but the bottom, you'll be like, okay.
Hold on, let me bring these up here.
Yeah, because in GS pairs,
Let me
those
bring these
were like
up.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Matter of fact, let's see.
Yeah. Bingo. Look at the bottom.
Here we go. Hey,
Not like I
that
said,
color
not the
is
top.
kind of close.
Yup.
The elephant print. That
Yes.
color is kind of close.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if we can get to a side picture here. There we go.
look,
Oh, he got him. He
got him. Oh, snap. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he got him.
Okay, in hand.
Hold up.
In hand, up close and personal. Yep.
He got him. Okay.
So yeah, it's got some detail to it for sure.
See what I'm saying?
The bottom, no, nope.
My man Redhead Kingpin says, I don't have the Ama 3s and happy with my ivories. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Them ivory 3s
Are comfortable.
the Nike Air with the Jumpman overlay.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
what's crazy is because I did a review on those, and the only shoe I could think about when I saw those was the Pure Mini 3s. But then someone in the comments reminded me that there was the I think the Denim 3s, or there's like the Tokyo Japans or something like that. They had a similar thing with a translucent back tab that had writing on there, and there's one more
Those are the
actually.
dirty
And now I
denims.
can't.
The
The
denims.
dirty
Those
denim.
the
Okay,
dirty
yeah.
denims.
Yeah,
The
There
dirty
was
yeah,
one
you
more
can
that
find
was like
those
that
for a couple
too,
months.
and now I can't remember what Jordan 3 that was. But all I could think about was the pure mini threes when I saw the ivories. But man, the ivory threes, let me tell you,
Oh, love them. Love 'em.
man, quality on that sneaker is A1.
Yeah.
A1 on
Yeah.
that pair. You know what I mean? Now a lot of people are waiting for them to go on sale to go ahead and cop. And I think a couple websites actually did drop them on sale. So
It goes
hey,
back to what I've been saying. This is the golden era of being a consumer for sneakers right now. Because when I
Absolutely.
tell you, I just walked in the athlete split one day randomly in the mall, and they had a full size run in those ivory threes, and I was like, "Oh yes, please, yes,
Right.
yes."
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Let me take
Right.
that. So,
And they
so
comfortable.
comfortable. The quality is very, very, very A plus in my opinion. And again, I have the Alma threes as well, but it's a clean shoe. You can wear it in the winter, spring, summer, fall, right? And it goes with anything. I love versatile sneakers, right?
Mm-hmm,
Sneakers you can
mm-hmm.
just throw on with anything. I mean, those are always going to just sell like gangbusters, in my opinion. But I think it's a very slept on shoe because everybody was doing what? They were saving up for those reimagined fours. And
Oh
so
yeah, oh yeah,
this
they
shoe
were.
fell between the cracks due to the fact that a greater shoe was coming out of the magnitude of the reimagined fours.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Facts.
yep, yep. Let me go into some of these other comments we got here. We got Sam Shepard, no doubt, love the show. Hey, listen, we love the fact that you checking in with us once again.
Salute.
You know, shout out to
Appreciate you.
everybody right now watching us, man. This, listen, if not for nothing, you take away the greatest thing you can take away from this show is we love talking about kicks. 100%, we love talking about kicks, and we thank you guys for joining us in here doing this, man. What else we got? Long Beach Joe Jets. Here we go. Nike doesn't care about being in bed with resellers. Sean Witherspoon had one of the biggest collabs with Nike, and that man was the owner of Round 2, a well-known sneaker reseller shop.
Mm. That's a deep one. Long Beach.
Well,
Those Air Max 97s.
hold on. Who's Sean Witherspoon? Who's he with now?
Let me
That's a
see.
good question. I'm not
He's
sure.
not with Nike anymore.
No.
Was it Adidas?
No, he didn't go to Adidas. Let me
Hold
see.
on.
Hey, shout out to my man Redhead Kingpin out in Cali, man. Y'all must be back east. No athlete's foot out here in Cali.
Right now.
I don't think we have them out here neither.
I ain't seen an athlete's foot in years.
Man, I'm telling you, they go to way of Applebee's and Bennigan's and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, just randomly, like full size run. I mean, come on, man. How many times can you really say that you really want a sneaker and you're able to just walk into a mall, some random store like Athlete's Foot, and get what you truly want and walk out for retail?
Well, listen, it's interesting we're even talking about that because that leads us into another segment with the stock numbers that are out here with some of these shoes and what we're probably looking at come 2025 where Nike's putting out there that they will be cutting down on production. Right? Now, people hear that and to me they get scared right away because they think, okay, well, we going from, for example, 400,000 pairs on the black whites, the Jordan 1s that released, to maybe 60,000 pairs. It's not going to be that drastic of a drop off, but it's interesting though that we had this uptick in the amount of stock we were getting with a lot of our sneakers. The shoes are sitting, everyone's, for whatever reason, are complaining about them sitting, even though pre-COVID, this is the landscape of sneakers, right? And so now you're hearing about the fact that they're going to be lowering stock numbers, and now people are starting to get scared. What do we think about that?
I think people it's kind of like a double-edged sword, right? People want to be able to cop their favorite silhouette, but then they also want it to be somewhat exclusive, I guess, maybe for them to where they don't want to turn around. You know what? That's one of the reasons why, and it's not because I'm not going to, but that's one of the reasons why I have not worn my Jordan 4 breads
Mm.
yet, because I'll break them out next year. So when someone's on to something else, I'll be breaking out the breads. You see what I'm saying? Because maybe people don't want to look down and be like, "Oh, nice kicks," everybody got them on, and then they're gonna feel like, "Oh man, like it's not as exclusive as I want it to be." Um,
Mm.
Maybe that's the way some people feel about Travis Scott's. Hence why we never get like super high stock numbers on them. But it could have something to do with, like you said, this is kind of like the golden era of copping kicks, and when it's readily available, I don't know, it's supply and demand. You know,
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. And we talked about this. I'm excited for Nike to reduce the amount of pairs. And here's the reason why I'm saying that, right? Because people complain and say, "Hey man, we're not getting sneakers. Why? Because of botters. They're so limited." When we go back and we think about that type of era, that time, that's when Nike was like booming, like, well, sneakers in general was just booming like crazy because it was something that everybody could not obtain. So now that Nike said, okay, since you guys are complaining, we're going to give you what you want, but it's the cost, it's the economy, it's other things that play in a factor that comes into saying, well, man, this sneaker is sitting, but y'all asked for this. So now we're hurting as a business. And like I told you guys, I feel like Nike should be releasing like dope silhouettes once every 3 months because that's going to just bring back the hype. That's going to bring back the luster of sneakers. But Nike has to, again, lower the price point and give us that OG quality. We deserve it. If we're going to pay $200 for a sneaker, we deserve quality.
absolutely.
We deserve a sneaker that will have absolute minimal quality control issues. So I'm happy about it. And I will give all sneaker brands, just not Nike, I'm going to give all sneaker brands their props because it seems like they absolutely, since in my opinion, last year, have done a better job with the bottles. That's just my opinion on that. And so I'm happy about that because, again, new sneakerheads are born every day.
Mhm.
But the sneaker community, we're losing more sneaker enthusiasts than gaining. Why? Price, economy, oversaturation of market. That's my opinion.
Perp.
I think at the end of the day, right? I do agree with Jay. I think that for the price point that Nike is taxing right now, we absolutely should be getting better quality materials for all of these sneakers. Um, I understand the economy's going up, inflation, gas prices, everything's going up through the roof, right? And so companies, much like Nike, they have to recoup a lot of those costs. But at the end of the day, I mean, you have to look at what it really costs, to really produce a sneaker. They're all outsourced for the most part, right? So
Mhm.
material bills are cheap. It's going to be roughly about $15 to $18 to manufacture one sneaker, right? And that's on the high end. So the rest of that cost is carried over to transportation from overseas over here, logistics, manufacturing, you name it, right? So with that being said, I feel that Nike absolutely is doing the right thing by kind of dialing back production, right? On kind of getting away from this cookie cutter type of mentality. Because I feel like over the last 2.5 to 3 years alone, we've gotten silhouette after silhouette after silhouette that has just been like the least path of resistance, right?
Right.
We're going to give you a million ones for 2022 and a million different colorways that most people don't even care about, right? We're going to give you, threes and fours, and we're going to hype them up and inflate the cost. but we're going to give you subpar materials, right? At the end of the day. So there has to be a balance to things at the end of the day with Nike versus the consumer. What are you willing to give and take versus, what the consumer wants versus what you're looking at from a cost perspective at the end of the year, right? I understand, quarter over quarter, it's all about, profit margins. But at the end of the day, you have to remember the consumer truly drives the market.
Yes.
And you have to give the consumers what they want.
Yes.
And at a certain point, if you continue to not give the consumers what they want, then they're going to show you what they think of your brand by skipping your brand altogether or looking at other alternative options.
Yes. So Long Beach, I never said that limiting pairs doesn't mean that Nike will increase quality. I never said that. I said what Nike should do is they should slow down on their production and give us better quality. I never said that Nike will give us better quality. But yes, absolutely. I do not fully agree that Nike's quality was terrible. Well, pre-COVID, yeah, it was. But now they have done a better job. But again, I never said that limiting pairs Nike will give us better quality. That part I never said.
So we my bad.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Just real quick, because we've touched on this in the past. Is it strategy by Nike? Because once again, we look at the resale market. If you want to attack the resellers, you flood the market with pairs. It's the supply and demand deal going on. So if you want to bring down the price of the Travis Scotts, all Nike got to do is just give us 1 million pairs of them. And what happens to the resale market of the Travis Scott shoes?
It'll plummet.
That's all they got to do. That's all they got to do. So I think Nike has tested this theory, number one, with the Jordan 1, right? They've tested it, with the Jordan 1. And now, it's kind of like what we're all saying. You can go to your local boutique and shoe store and find literally your favorite silhouette, outside of collaborations, like just sitting and available. And now people are complaining about it. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But go ahead, bro. Louis.
So I want to bring up something here that we definitely should take a look at, right?
Okay.
So in 2019, we got the Jordan 4 Breads. We got them here in 2024. Now, look how many pairs they dropped back in 2019 compared to what we got this year, right? Now, if they only dropped 285,000 pairs of the reimagined Jordan 4s, what do you think would be happening out here right now?
Mayhem.
Because it's already mayhem in the fact that 550,000 was definitely not enough to go ahead and supply the demand. That 550,000 pairs, bro, the demand was probably quadruple that, right? Quadruple that. Now, there are people out there who were able to secure 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs. That's a whole other conversation for another day.
Right.
But if we got 2019 stock numbers in 2024, man, you'd be going back to that remember the videos that surfaced because it was like the anniversary of the Jordan 11 Concords, and they were showing the videos of people sprinting through the malls, trampling over each other, trying to be first. Man, listen.
Breaking hinges.
That's exactly.
Everything.
I heard the day of these released, there were fights in the mall. Fights in the mall, bro. Yeah. So when we talk about scaling back numbers, this technically that's what was trying to be avoided, especially on the hype kicks like this. And people are still hoping and praying right now for a restock on these. Now, when's that going to come?
Let me tell you something. Remember last year they did a surprise shock restock down in DC?
Yes, I remember that.
Does anybody remember that besides Jay?
I remember that.
What they do?
On these?
Talk about it.
No, the Concord 11s.
Oh, the Concord. Yes.
Wait, when?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember
that year. This was
God.
a year and a half ago. Was it a year and a half?
No, it was last year because
Okay,
I was
last
down
year.
in DC when it happened.
remember that.
Concord. Wait, on Concord 11s.
Yes.
The Concord 11.
No, hold on.
Drop.
Before I let you finish, I remember they were talking about Jordan 11 breads was popping up in the Nike outlets.
That's correct too.
They were showing that
is
too.
correct.
But
That's
go
correct.
ahead, Perk.
But yeah, last year they did a surprise. So they did 2 surprise restocks. They did a restock here in Chicago of the military 4s, which were B grades. Okay. Yep. Which I ended up copping a few pair of. I had to fight in line with Unbreakable Kicks, physically, literally, to get them. And then also they did it down in DC. That was crazy because I was actually supposed to be down in DC that weekend, and I was actually gonna fly in on that Friday. It was a Friday where they restocked. Something happened and my flight reservations got pushed to Saturday morning. When I tell you Saturday morning, I flew directly into Dulles. I got in an Uber, and Jay will tell you, I'm not even making this up. I can't even make this up. I got in an Uber. I said, forget going to my hotel. I went straight to Nike, and I'm like, yo, where them 11s at, right? And they were like, oh man, they cooked them within 30 minutes. They had 250 pair of Jordan 11 Concords.
Yeah,
cooked them in 30 minutes.
Yep.
Done.
30 minutes.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
Purple Haze took his anger out on me, y'all.
I did.
He made it seem like I flew to DC and picked up a pair and just left him hanging. I mean, for about 30 minutes straight, he called me all kind of names. I just want the world to know that.
Oh yeah, he had to hear my frustration because I was livid. I'm like, I could have been down there Friday morning, right at the drop of that, and could have got me a pair, because I actually don't have a pair of Concord 11s in my collection, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, wow, what are the odds of my flight getting pushed? But yeah, but that just goes to show you, and I hate to even bring this guy up, but Sniper Kicks, he always has this expression, Nike never sells out. That is proof right there. Yeah. That shoe was sitting in warehouses for like, what, 2 or 3 years? And they decided to just all of a sudden restock them down in DC. Yeah. Crazy.
My man Long Beach Joe Jess goes, bro, I remember the video of the mall in Indiana when the Concourse dropped. People went crazy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Out there wrestling with unbreakable kicks.
I kid you not. I'm like, who is this guy, man? Get out the way.
Now see, he dropped a few LBs since that time. Was you able to move him out the way?
Man, he's a heavy dude. He's a heavy dude. Yeah. He's short and solid.
Chicago tends to be getting a lot of bangers too, though, to be honest with you. Like Sniper be talking about, oh guys, right now, Lost and Founds available. And I'm like,
bro.
Man, I'll be like, come on, man.
Don't get me started on Sniper. Like,
listen. Yeah, we're not here to dog any other YouTubers out there.
No. Okay? I'm not talking about dogging. I'm not talking about dogging.
I'm just saying, because this can turn to that real quick, because there's a lot of things some YouTubers out here do.
Chicago be getting the bangers though.
Chicago does though.
I halfway agree with that, because I feel like there have been instances where we should have gotten first dibs at certain shoes, right? But I mean, think about it. Chicago is where it all started, right? Yeah. Not saying every single drop should, start here. Not saying that at all. But I'm just saying the special releases. Oh yeah, we shouldn't be getting them overseas and not here. We should be getting them in Chicago first, and then now, like with the Kobe's, right? It makes sense you drop them in LA first, right? I get that. I don't know where New York came into play. That confuses me a little bit. But for the Kobe's, West Coast absolutely should be getting that love first. Chicago absolutely should be getting that love, especially for the Lost and Founds, for the Chicago ones. I'm hearing rumors right now, right, about certain silhouettes potentially dropping next year. That should be, very specific to Chicago. But yeah, it is what it is. I understand, everyone has an affinity for sneakers, and you got to spread the love, but you also have to just kind of, remember where it started.
Oh, fam, 100%. I'm just saying, I'll see his video, and I'm like, boom, I'm going to the outlets. You know, y'all got lost and founds in Chicago. I go to the outlets, and I see a size 18
Oh,
of these, and I'm like,
Wait.
18s.
oh my, those are ski slopes right there, man.
Hold on a second. Wait, those are size 18?
No,
What size
I'm
are
saying
those,
that's what
for
I
real?
see in the outlet. That's what I see in the outlet. I don't see a size 18 of
I was
those.
gonna say,
When I go to the outlet, I see 18 True Blues.
I ran across a pair of size 16. I sent Jay the video. Size 16 reimagined threes last year. I was like, wow. But I also ended up copying a pair of reimagines in my size for $146.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Win's a win. So
Couldn't
Oh
beat
yeah.
it.
All day.
Couldn't beat it.
All day.
Couldn't beat it.
Major win. So let me ask you this though, right? Do you feel like there are certain areas that, for example, LA, for whatever reason, like especially the LA Foot Locker, I don't know what it is there, but they get opportunities at like the Travis Scott sneaker. What exactly is that about that LA just gets, like they get opportunities at shoes that the rest of the country, like it would make more sense for like a lot of the major cities retailers to get shots at them, but for LA to be able to get opportunities and not just LA, it's LA Foot Lockers.
mhm.
Like I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that they get opportunities to get some of these sneakers out here that don't show up at any other retailers.
One word, location. One of Travis Scott's biggest distributing warehouses is, of course, in California. So,
Okay.
so when Jay already knows what I'm about to say, when this whole debacle happened last year with the Travis Scott Utopias, and you placed your and you Mr. Thing's head almost fell. When you placed your order, where did the order come from? It was coming from California.
Yeah.
That's because that's where their main distributing warehouse is. So it only makes sense that they pull up and get it first.
Yep.
Bro, I had gotten those Utopias too. I had gotten those, man, and not for nothing, I was able to actually sell them for what I paid for them. I was 100%. Yeah, oh yeah, I got them.
Because a lot of people did not receive them. It was crazy.
But I was in 100% shock as to how plain that shoe was. Like I thought maybe we get some special packaging, some special like some wrapping paper, something in there. You literally like I could have customized that myself. Matter of fact, down there in Miami, there's a place called Grails, right? And they had this pop-up shop going on for a while, okay? And if my man Santiago's in the if he's in the comments still, he can comment on this. So down there they had you pay like $120 and they basically teach you how to design your own sneaker, but you had to bring your own sneaker. So I could have gotten my own Air Force One and literally went there and had them teach me how to put that crap on it. It probably could have distributed that thing my damn self.
That was a paint pen.
Like,
You know
you could have gotten a Posca pen and just
that was a paint pen.
Like I just when I opened it up and I just sat there and I was just like, there's no way.
But when you look at it though, the SKU on the box itself was, if you look it up, I mean, anyone has public knowledge of this. It was a basic Air Force One box. It was your traditional Nike Air Force One box. There was no difference.
Yeah.
Let me get it for you.
Wait,
do you know what's so crazy? Do you know what's so crazy about that particular silhouette? I'm not even gonna lie. Do y'all remember we had no information on this thing? Like we did not know what it looked like.
It dropped out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah,
that's true.
And we knew nothing about there was no leaks on it, no nothing. Like literally.
Yeah,
that's true.
You
that was like a best kept secret, and now we know why.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was a best kept secret, and now we know why.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Facts.
There you go, right there.
Now, is that the one you used the Posca pen with, or is that the one you got in the mail? That's all I want to know. Like, I can do that easily. All you have to do is take a stencil, go over it, and boom, done.
And Jay, there's no Cactus Jack. There's nothing on there, right? Like nothing
No, bro,
else.
like
It's just
this is all this
just
is,
Utopia.
This
That
is
was
all you
album.
get.
That was album promotion right there.
This is all you get. And here's
Right.
the inside.
Hey,
Right.
where your kicks? How fast did you come off that pair? Is all I want to know.
And here's Cactus Jack right here. You get that little
1
bit
week.
right there.
Right. Okay.
1 week.
All right.
1 week.
Cactus.
That was 4 days too
1
long.
week, and that was because that's when I was able to finally meet up with dude to get
Right.
to him. And he-
Right.
You know,
And Perp, when you mentioned, did you actually get your pairs? I know a few people who actually did a chargeback because of how long it took.
Uh-huh.
They did a chargeback
And still got
then
the
they still
pair?
got their kicks. Still got the kicks.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yep.
Yeah, that just goes to show you that the whole thing was just they were flying by the seat of their pants on that one. They were
Right.
just like making it up as they went along, and
Yeah,
it
that
showed.
shit was terrible. That shit was terrible. It's
It
terrible.
had promised like the first like 2 days, and then after that, it went down the drain.
Yep.
That's trash, man. That's garbage.
yeah, you could have gave us something with them, something.
The leather.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
man,
like-
he could have gave us premium leather. He gave us that. Well, everybody knows I hate Air Force Ones, but they should have gave us some straight A1 steak sauce leather. You know what I mean? Like
They
I'm
give
talking
you a
about.
And see
regular
what-
Air Force-
And see
Yeah.
what's crazy is the Drake Air Forces they sold.
the
They
Noctas.
did something different with them. The Noctas,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
not the
Noctas.
Noctas. The
The Lover
the,
Boy.
Air,
yeah,
the Air Force
yeah.
One joints. The Lover
Oh, the
Boy,
Lover
the Lover
Boy.
Boys.
The Lover
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
They
Lover
remember instead of the stars they put the hearts on there. I think they put his signature on the side or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
But the-
Like
But the quality was still
they did a little
the
something,
Air Force One. It was still.
but they moved.
know what I mean?
But they moved.
That's true.
But they
That's
moved
true.
though, and I don't recall too many people complaining about that shoe. I don't recall that at all.
You think?
Yeah, that's-
I think because of the name, not because of the silhouette itself, because the quality was the same exactly thing as a Travis, same thing. As Utopia, same thing, no different. It just a little bit of, and it was absolutely probably more plain than that Utopia. Again, hype beast. It goes back to what you
That's
value.
right.
You're a Drake fan. Oh, he put a heart on it. I love it. Stop it. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I mean, but you like what you like, and this is why I love being a sneakerhead and talking to you three gentlemen and everybody in the comments section, man. We love y'all
Yeah.
for real for rocking
Hell
with
yeah.
us. Love y'all,
No
man.
doubt. No
Real.
doubt. Man,
real.
I'm skimming through here trying to find the article. I can't freaking man. Let me tell you something. I'm upset with my computers today. Let me tell you, but that's for another day. Because what you brought up the reimagined sneakers, and I wanted to revisit that because Nike themselves actually put out word of what sneakers fell under the reimagined series,
Yes.
and they confirmed that not only were the patent breads part of it, but the Jordan 11 Gratitudes were actually a reimagined sneaker as well. Now, why would they not put that out there that those are to be seen as a reimagined shoe?
That blows my mind, really. I mean, that's the most fragmented, disenfranchised stuff I've ever seen come from Nike in quite a while, because normally they're more uniform and more buttoned up with a lot of their messaging when it comes to how they tie their sneakers together. I was very surprised by that because for the longest, it was a huge debate. I'm pointing like you all can see. It was a huge debate around the patent breads, right? How a lot of people are saying they're not reimagined. Some people are saying they are reimagined. And then, we finally, put that debate to rest, recently. Matter of fact, by a lot of things you sent out, where that they are in fact a reimagined, part of that series.
So I got a question for everybody here.
Go
All
ahead.
right. So because this was a low key reimagine, right? We got two silhouettes, and we're talking about the patent breads. We're talking about the gratitudes, right? Because these are considered a low key reimagine. Do you personally feel like those sneakers are reimagined? Because I don't. So I'm very curious to hear what everybody has to say about that.
I think the patent breads, they absolutely should have been given the label, the title of reimagined.
Okay.
Why they weren't? They weren't because when you really think about it, it is definitely a different take. Think about what they were potentially about to do with the black cements. That was actually rumored to be a kind of suede nubuck type of material to it, but in actuality, thank God, the powers that be, they came back and said, hey, we still want to keep it leather. We want to keep it consistent. We'll just give it an aged, sail colored sole.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when you think about it, the patent breads would be a prime example of a reimagined variation of the bread one.
Okay.
It just was never given that title, and I don't understand. I think, and keep me honest here, anybody, that was technically one of the first ones of that series, right?
It is the first one of the series.
It is.
But it wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't put out that way.
Right. It wasn't
until
marketed
after the Chicago Lost and Founds came out.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the reason this whole conversation even came back up again about the patent bread ones was Tinker was actually doing an interview with someone, I can't remember who right now, and someone asked him point blank, they're like, hey, what can you tell us about the Reimagined series and what sneakers are actually a part of that? And he actually named the patent bread one as one of the first sneakers about it. I was like, oh wow, that was news to me right there.
Yeah,
I never would have put that in that category.
I didn't even know he did. They asked him that in an interview. I didn't even hear that.
Yeah. I'll try to dig it back up and shoot it over to you. But yeah, it was an interview from 2022, I think.
Okay.
But it put that whole debate to rest. I was like, wow. I was like, I really think that Nike should and could have done a way better job of a marketing ploy.
Yes.
To tie that into the series as opposed to making it seem like it was a standalone, or maybe it was just an experiment or beta test. We wanted to kind of test the markets to see what people's responses would be, or whatever the case may be. But we see what really came home, what really brought it home at the end of the day was the anchor of the Lost and Founds. Because I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. The Lost and Found is the best sneaker out of that entire series because it literally encapsulated the story, right? About being in a sneaker store, sitting for 30 years and then coming out and then boom, you're pulling out the box. You still have that, receipt from 30 years ago. You have the cracked leather. It told the whole story and really brought it home. And I feel like that was the precipice of where we all think these sneakers should be coming from with a reimagined spin to them. But unfortunately, we haven't gotten that outside the Lost and Found, in my opinion. And I hope that we can kind of spin the block and come back to that and kind of tie off that in. And maybe the black cement can do that for us at the end of the year, possibly.
Do you think
that's an
black
interesting point?
Cement's going to be the last one?
No, not by any means. No.
As long as Reimagined is selling, they're gonna keep making them.
Mm-hmm. Right. So what happened with the Jordan 1 Royal?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. That exposed the sheep that are out here in sneakers, in my opinion, because First off, the quality on that sneaker is A1. The suede, the nubuck, it wasn't a bunch of glue stains, all that. To me, like I really liked the way that shoe came out. Matter of fact, I was just wearing them the other day. I put them on, and I looked down, and I was just like, "Yo, I can't believe people out here hating on this shoe like that." And what's crazy is, at first, people were liking them, and then switched to, nah, we can't do it. They should be leather. They should never be suede and nubuck, which starts that whole cycle conversation about how the Jordan 4 breads should have been, or how the black cement threes are gonna be. You know what I mean? So, me personally, sheep. Sheep is what killed that. Too many sheep out here in the sneaker game.
Yeah. You know, where your kicks are, I agree with you, bro. The Air Jordan 1 Reimagined, right, was absolutely a dope sneaker, bro. I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it, and I have that sneaker. And it's very bright. It's very vibrant. When you look at that blue, like it's dope, and I think it's something different. And I like the sneaker personally.
You and I both. And if they would have made it leather, just like the other pair, then how much of a reimagining theme is it?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by? Whoa, hold on. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by how much of a reimagined theme is it?
If you take the Lost and Found reimagined, right, and you make it just like the OG, the Wednesday reimagined theme, that's my question.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you make it just like, we want it just like the originals. We want it just like the first pair.
It's just a reiteration, you know.
So people want the original, right, or the first pair, and say, "Oh, it should have been leather. It should have just been like the first ones." And it's like, well,
let's go back to that shoe, because if you recall, there were people upset about that, and the fact that just 4 years ago we had gotten the release of the Chicago ones, and so then they were bringing this pair out, supposed to be cracked leather collar, cracked leather side panels, and people were complaining about the cracked leather. What? There was a Jordan 1 that they did it with for. I think it was the beach corals.
Yes, those are my go-tos. The stage haze.
The stage haze.
Yes.
Hold on. I gotta come off this.
Yeah, so the coral laces though.
Did these come before the Lost and Founds or after?
No, before.
They came before. Okay. And I remember they had the tag on there that said, oh, the leather is supposed to be cracked and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Like, I remember that, right? And so, but then what happened? The hype train caught on, because that shoe, if you recall, before the actual release date, was reselling, I think at one point at $2K. And then it kept coming down. But then release day came out, and pandemonium hit. The app froze on everybody. People couldn't get in there to get pairs. They were trying to go for them on Finish Line, JD Sport. That wasn't working properly. Foot Locker was like, all these different places were nothing but a mess to go ahead and try to cop that shoe. But prior to that, right, the whole story got built with the box and the receipt that's in there, and then the fact that these are supposed to look old, and then they were showing old pictures of an old Jordan 1, and this is what they would look like, and then they talked about how they revamped the shape and all that kind of stuff. And as more and more they talked about that, the hype started to build. And then we got the release day, and now look where we're at when it comes to that shoe. What's interesting too, though, is, before I let you guys go ahead and rock on it, if you check out the prices right now, they have not surpassed $500 yet, which is something else that I think is interesting. But I'll let you guys go ahead and rock with it now. Where we at?
So, Lost and Found, a sneaker we're still talking about, I still feel like it's a sneaker that people are. It's a highly sought out sneaker as well. But even though we're talking about history and nostalgia, it's still a sneaker now that I feel like because the one is not the one anymore, it's kind of like, hey, you know what? We like it, but this ain't really what's hot. These fours over here is what's hot. So this silhouette right here gonna maintain about that 450, 440, 460 price tag because people still want it, but people are not chattering like crazy about it. They talking low key about it, but the one is not the one no more. And yes, the presentation wise of the Lost and Found absolutely destroys the whole every other reimagined sneaker, right? I like the reimagined themes. I like the Lost and Found, but like I said last week, the Lost and Found has missed so much information, so much core is missing, even with these reimagined silhouettes. They need to give us that wow factor, that why. Why do I really want to know about this sneaker? Why do I really want to purchase it? Well, here's the Easter eggs. And I think when you add in just small little hints of Easter eggs, I feel like any sneaker, all right, at some point will absolutely last when it comes to speaking about it and talking about it. So we got to think about this too. In the UK, they received three restocks of the Lost and Found. We didn't get that here. So when you talk about a customer base, and we're talking about people where it started here, and we not getting the love that we deserve and we should be getting on that Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found Chicago, what happened? Nike upset their loyal customers, their core base customers. So this is why now that sneaker could have been $1,000 sneaker as predicted, but now, no. It's holding at that 440, 460 price tag. Now tell me if y'all think I'm wrong, and I love to hear everybody's perspective.
Real quick, we got a comment. What were the numbers on those restocks, though? I don't know.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I have no clue, but that's a good question.
But,
Very good question.
But besides
shout
that,
out to James.
Hold on. Who we got?
Yeah, it's my guy right there.
James Meyer. Oh, what's going on, man?
You know who James is. Check out James Meyer.
Yeah,
He's a
man.
YouTuber. Normally, I'm locked onto that show. They got a show Friday night. But shout out to James.
Yeah, I've caught that show a couple times.
Yeah,
definitely a good show for real.
Oh yeah, it's my guy.
So real quick though, when we're talking about Europe, they just got a restock on Sneakers app for the J Balvin 3s. They just restocked them.
Ooh.
On the
what was the numbers on that?
3s. Do
you have that?
I have no idea. I don't get information on what the UK looking like. But they've seen multiple restocks on the Jordan 4 SB Pine Greens.
Oh,
I have no idea why they're giving Europe all this stuff.
Yeah, Australia's gotten a lot of love with those pine grades too, believe it or not.
And again, that's my point. Absolute craziness. It makes no sense. No sense at all. That's my point. Now, if it was a wild colorway that we didn't like over here, and you want to restock them over there, comprehend. But globally, it makes no sense, and it's not really a smart business move.
Now, there was a notion out there that some people think that the reason why Nike isn't releasing those here is because they don't resell like that overseas like we do here in the US, and they feel like if they re-release them here, that a lot of people will be trying to get them just to go ahead and resell them, not actually keep and wear them.
That's a very good point.
There's some of that thought out there too.
That's a very good point. Okay. Okay. Well,
and I was going to say it makes sense because They said Jordan 4 breads, for example, like now it's not the UK, but they said Jordan 4 breads was sitting in Japan.
Ah, okay.
I'm shocked because in Japan, they have a crazy dope sneaker culture. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. In Tokyo, there's a sneaker shop where people go and purchase sneakers. They'll rock them. They'll turn them in, right? And then they'll say, okay, well, now you can pay. I'm just saying, for example, 20, 40, 50 bucks. You want that sneaker on the shelf, go grab it. It's worn. So what that happens is that people get an opportunity to wear and hold on to different sneakers and rotate them. Mm-hmm. That is the dope thing about Japan that people do not know about that culture.
Specifically Neo Tokyo.
Say it again.
Yeah, Neo Tokyo. We got to be very clear about that. Neo Tokyo has always been on the precipice of being the lead in technology and new innovative ideas, and they work and collaborate with Nike to do things just like what Jay just experienced and expressed. And they also are doing things in Kyoto and Kobe, Japan as well. They're really spreading, a huge presence with Nike and Jordan brand throughout that, and they're eating it up. They're eating it up like leftover spaghetti from the next day. They're loving it out there. But it's also a beta test right now. They're seeing how they're reacting to it, and they're seeing how Nike continues to grow their presence on a global scale outside of the US. And it splits off into factions as well, because different countries get different silhouettes per se, and they react to different silhouettes, differently. But for the most part, what they do in Germany, what they do in Europe, what they do more importantly in Japan and China, really dictates how they grow and expand throughout the rest of the countries in the world outside of the US, because we already know, the US is going to be the cornerstone. But US is not the only avenue of revenue that Nike is really drawing upon. And Europe and Asia Pac are going to be huge precursors for where they kind of build where certain silhouettes are going to do well at versus where certain silhouettes won't do well at. Australia always never disappoints. Australia is kind of like mimics the US with its buying and consumer trends.
Okay.
You see that with what they did with the Lost and Founds, and how do you want to break this up? The Pine Green SBs. They ate it up. They ate it up like man, like warmed over ravioli. Like they love it. And it is what it is, but it really gives Nike kind of like a better idea on how to really go to market, with the strategy around those particular silhouettes worldwide. And it's been working so far. But Neo Tokyo, Jay, to your point, is where it all starts in Asia Pac. Everything starts in Neo Tokyo, and then it spreads out to China, to Singapore, to Taiwan, and all those surrounding countries. And it's been doing very well so far. It's been working out very well for Nike.
Yep.
Purple Haze, I had a quick question for you. Right above your head there, I don't know what those are. I see some green. They look like 4s. Hard to tell. What size are those?
Not your size.
Damn. He said they're my size, homie.
He said, not your
My
size. Hey,
size.
I felt like a flashback, man, on Friday. My mama gave me this chain, man.
Hey.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Oh, man.
That is good stuff.
Oh, man. So, speaking of releases, we actually got to go over a couple here that are dropping in the month of March. So I want to get your guys' opinion.
Yeah, pull something up for us.
Let's see what we got.
How we feel.
I think we got
some
some
of this
heat.
stuff.
We got some bangers coming out in March, huh?
Ooh.
Which we are officially in now. Today is March 1st. Okay.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true. And by the way, my birthday is in 19 days. So yeah.
Oh,
You know,
snap.
Right?
Okay,
Right.
okay.
there you go.
That make you
All right,
a
so
Aries?
I'm like right on the cusp of Aries, Pisces,
Yeah, I think that make you an Aries.
No,
Yeah.
I
right,
think
right
that makes
there.
it seem like we got some birthday heat coming his way. That's all that is, because we definitely
Ooh,
got
okay.
some
Right.
Nah, listen, I hope so. I hope so. So first up, we're gonna take a look here. Oh, we lose somebody? Oh, there we go. We got him.
Hmm.
Hold on. Before we go on, we got a comment here. I gotta definitely get to. Honestly, Japan is the worst place to start a beta like that. Japanese people are far cleaner and more humble than the rest of the world. Not sure
Ah,
why that means we
but
shouldn't start there though.
my argument against that would be this: Neo Tokyo is ground zero for trendsetters in not only Japan but the Asia markets. Period. Right. The things that are successful within Neo Tokyo or the Tokyo region really are a precursor for what happens with China and the rest of those other countries. If it does not do well in Japan, it will not do well in Asia Pac. I promise you. I mean, and percentages and market points have really proven that for like over the course of the last 10, 15 years alone.
Yeah.
If you're going to expand, you always start in Japan first. You start in Japan, it goes to Korea, it goes to China, then Korea, then Taiwan, and then the rest of Asia Pac right there. And then from there, they move over to Europe and the rest of those areas over there. But if it can make it in Neo Tokyo and the rest of those other Asia Pac countries, I guarantee
It'll work.
it will sell off the shelves in
Yep.
every other country.
Yep.
Well, see, China is somewhat of a weird dynamic because, Nike has a lot of its shoes, built in China.
Yeah, because they
But
have four major
China's really
warehouses.
been, but China's definitely been pushing, obviously, some of their own brands out there. But I think that's going to be a conversation for another day.
You are absolutely
But
right
Yes.
there, and
Yes.
that actually could be a conversation that you could do a whole hour segment on. Because I mean, right
Oh,
now
yeah.
with politics and what's going on
yeah.
with U.S. and China relations right now, it's really putting a
Yeah.
strain on a lot of those different things.
Real
Yeah,
quick.
especially with the. Go ahead.
My bad, Lewis. If you could do me a favor,
No, go
I
ahead.
got to shout out one of my people, Trizzy Don Dada. If you can bring up his comment, yes, that one right there. One of my guys right there. He raps. He does his thing. He works with me, right? And he's late to the party, so I'll let you know right now. You fired, right?
Ah!
You fired. Nah, he know I'm just playing with him. But thanks for tapping in,
I'm
brother.
about
I
to
appreciate
say.
you.
Yeah,
I was about
salute.
to
I
say,
ain't gonna do my live like that. I wait till after
Man,
tomorrow.
going back to a Friday reference. Isn't it his day off?
Right, exactly. He said, "That's your cousin."
You
Good.
gonna fire my
How you
man on
get
his
fired
day
on your
off?
Day off?
On your day off? How you gonna get fired on your day off?
Yeah, he was off today too. Ah,
Oh man.
Hold
My
on, real
bad,
quick,
my
real
bad.
quick.
I had
We
to
got
throw
another
that in
one
there.
here. Pablo Baca, great sneaker talk. Hey, thank you for checking in. Thank you to everybody checking into this chat,
Yes.
man.
Yeah,
Listen, right
salute.
now we're
Thank
at
you.
2 hours and 33 minutes, and you all in the chat have been rocking with us strong,
Hanging
man.
out.
Let me tell
Hanging
you.
out.
Yeah, salute, man. Y'all are doing y'all thing, man.
Yes.
Really good questions
Hell
out there
yeah.
in the chat too. Really good questions.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate everybody, man.
Hold on a second.
Everybody.
My man said, hold on a second. My man said, I got caught stealing. I got caught stealing moving pads. Hey,
Oh man, down bad.
down
Oh
bad.
snap!
All right,
That's what's
gentlemen.
up.
So first up here, as far
What we
as
got?
March releases, we have a pair of black and white AE1s, aka they calling these things the Stormtroopers. All right. What are we thinking about this right here?
Pass.
Hard pass.
Uh-oh. We got
This
some
is
hesitation.
a hooping shoe. This is a hooping shoe. This is not a shoe that was meant for you to style in. It just wasn't. So Adidas does make very, very good hooping silhouette. And if you're gonna hoop in something, this is a cop only to hoop in, but to style, no.
So I'd have to search for the picture, but I did see someone with the All Star AE ones, and they had a whole fit going with them. They had like what is it? They had the camo pants, and I forgot what shirt they had on. And not for nothing, bro. I was like, okay, I could actually see myself throwing them on like that. So I don't know. I don't know. For a long time, people were. See, a lot of people actually have been searching for other sneakers that they could actually style with. And everyone's looking at these as a hooping shoe, but I kind of look at them too, and I'm just kind of like, you could actually just wear them casually, done right. I don't think you could wear them with like, unless you're playing basketball, I couldn't see you wearing shorts with them like that. But definitely like sweats, joggers, jeans. But it all depends on how you put it all together.
True.
I mean, you said it best, camo pants. I mean, you can't go wrong with camo pants, period, with any silhouette almost.
Yeah.
What about you, Perp?
Yeah.
Cop or pass?
Oh, super hard pass.
So my man right here goes, your average sneakers guy goes, you can definitely style these AE ones. See?
Hey, yo, check out your
People
average
out there
sneaker
that
guy.
gonna do it.
Check out your average sneaker guy. I'm like putting people on blast. Yo, check out his channel.
Keep doing it,
My
bro.
guys right there.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's my
absolutely.
guy. Your average sneaker guy. Thanks for stopping by, tapping in. Yo, holla at him.
Hell yeah.
Dope content. Dope
Hold
content.
up. Wait, he goes, ain't Jordan hooping shoes?
So your average sneaker guy, you are absolutely correct. But if you take this way back, Jordans were meant to be hooped in and a stylish silhouette. Now, styling can be subjective, but at the end of the day, when we talk about styling, we talk about rocking on the court as well. There is no comparison to this AE1s and a Jordan. There's no comparison.
But, quick question for you. What was the silhouette that actually started the casual wear?
The AJ3s.
Yeah, I agree.
Nope.
AJ3s.
Nope. See, for you all, you think it is, but it's not.
What started?
What's your bet?
It was the Jordan 2. The Jordan 2 is the sneaker they made that was supposed to be used on the court, and you were supposed to be able to dress up with it as well. That was the entire intention when they built that sneaker, and part of the reason why they gave it Italian leather.
Italian leather. That's what you was going
That's the reason why.
You know what? Here's what's gonna substantiate what you just said. Where random story. I was watching a Keith Sweat video. Dating myself here. I was watching a Keith Sweat video.
Yeah.
Right. From the late 80s. And he was on a boat and he had on Jordan 2s and like a Chicago Bulls snapback. And I was just like, oh, wow. This is like 2 nights ago. I was like, wow. That further proves your point. People were literally rocking Jordan 2s very casually, not just on a court. And I mean, that shows in R&B videos, all type of stuff. So it was a very versatile shoe that actually, in my opinion, was ahead of its time.
So, yes.
I can see 11s. I could definitely see that.
Well, I was going to say, because how the 11s actually came about, and I'm gonna let you rock here in a second, was because Mike went to Tinker and said, "Hey, I need a sneaker that's shiny that I could wear with some suits."
Yep.
And that's how the Jordan 11 Concourse came about.
Yep. I can see that. I can totally
go
see
ahead,
that.
Jay. Go ahead, Jay. Floor is yours, bro. Floor is yours.
So where you kick. So what you're saying is correct. There's no argument what you're saying. But if we're gonna take it back there to the Chicago twos, right? Back then, generally people did not like twos back even back then when they dropped, right? What they were meant for a luxury styling wear, correct? But when you talk about taking it back to the 80s, we talking about taking it back to the Chicago days. Chicago for sure absolutely took that sneaker and wore it as a luxury shoe without a shadow of doubt. But we talk about on a broader mass scale, the Air Jordan 3 was that luxury sneaker that was on court and off court. But what you're saying, 100% spot on. But as a masses, the AJ3s.
Oh yeah, the I agree. The threes really brought it into prominence. Rocking Air Jordans casually, 100%. I agree with you on that, 100%, 100%.
I wouldn't have even known that, to be honest with you, with the twos, because I am a new, when I say new, like last year, new two lover. Never liked them up until last year. So,
What did you cop, Mr. Think?
oh, you talking about back in the day?
No, last year.
Oh, what did I start with? I started with the white cements.
Okay.
I have the black cements. What else do I have? White cement, black cement.
You get the
another pair.
Chicago twos last year?
No, I want you. So all right. So it started with, I seen the Lucky Greens, and I was like, you know, me and the green.
Yeah.
And then I saw the Chicago's, and I was like, okay, all right, Chicago's.
Which restocked actually, by the way. They restocked today too.
Dope. And then I had an opportunity, actually, in our group with Average and James Meyer. I had an opportunity to even cop those the J Balvins, you know, the one that lights up, and I was like, yeah, I'm good on that.
The twos.
I was like,
Yeah,
that was a pass for me too.
Yeah, I was like, nah, you know. And then after that, like no lie, I started copping those, and I actually like them. So yeah, I would have never guessed it was the two, because even younger, I've never liked them up until last year, actually. Yep, I'm a new two lover. Yeah.
Welcome.
Okay.
We welcome you.
Next for me is gonna be the airships.
Listen. Hey, wait till you start getting some of them. All right, next up here, we got the Air Jordan 5 Olives, right? Now, they dropped, technically, their official release date is tomorrow. Now, for those of you out there, we got one guy saying twos are trash. Hey, listen, we not, hey, it's all right.
Hey,
no, he said it, and now he's like, you know what, I'm going to up-sub since y'all talking about these twos now. Trash.
Hey, you want to know what? Me and Average, man, we're about to start a whole campaign for mids, because your average sneaker guy, he is the mid god, and I'm campaigning with him for mids.
Hold on a second.
No. We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this.
We're about to deviate. I already see it.
My man,
we're not about to do this.
Likes no. See, I got nothing against mids, because I have some. I don't
got nothing against mids neither.
I have
some. Campaign
all right, I have mids, and my man, he came in late because I was talking about how Mike actually wore a mid cut.
My man said midlife.
Right? There we go. Midlife, right? Look, about midlife crisis. Listen. You like, hold on a second.
No.
You like mids.
No. We're gonna bring them.
We're gonna trash on twos.
No, we're gonna bring them on the platform. On the next one, we're gonna bring them on the panel. And no, we're not gonna do my guy like that. Nope. I got you, Average. I got you. We good. Next one, we're gonna talk about it. I got you.
I can see the gears in Ware's head turning like crazy to where smoke's coming out. Like, wait.
Man.
It's like, wait. Okay.
Listen, the Jordan 2 hate has to stop. I don't care if Mike say he don't like him or not. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. The 2 hate's got to stop. All right, I'm not saying every colorway they put out there is a banger. All right, I'm not saying that whatsoever. But there's definitely a bunch of 2s that got put out that you can't deny that they're hot. Come on now, especially the OG Chicago's. Especially OG Chicago.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at
OG Chicago 2s, like Come on.
I love to.
In any case, we on to these fives right now. Oh wait, he said, "Nah, it's a backstory with me in the mids." Well, you know what? We're gonna have to bring you on to talk about that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Probably
for
want
sure.
to do that.
Fire.
So
Fire.
I need to hear this backstory now.
He said the air now.
See, that's
So
why we
all
gotta
of
get him on
fives.
here. See, so for those of you out there, you gotta make sure you tune in for the next one. But these out of five now, not for nothing, out of fives, Lapstone and Hammer through the shop app was selling these for $40 off. So
Wow.
if any of y'all in the chat, we're thinking about getting this shoe, $40 off through the shop app, Lapstone and Hammer. All right, and then they charge $10 shipping, so it was $190 all the way.
Yo,
No
just
tax
little
either.
side note.
They
I'm
didn't
looking
charge
at
tax
those.
either.
I'm looking at those one olives right there, right to the right of them.
Man, listen now, see, you trying to take us in all these directions now.
My bad.
It's all right, but listen, these are solid too, though. Not for nothing, they solid. But what we think about these fives, though? Where we at?
It's a pass for me. Y'all know fives are my third favorite silhouette, but this is a pass. I'm tired of green, y'all. I'm so tired of green.
All right. It's a cop for me. This is gonna be added underneath the little swoosh bag, and you'll see them pop up for me soon. But I'm not copping retail.
Look, at
That's the swoosh account right
225,
there.
it was no. At
I agree.
225, it was a hell no.
Mm-hmm.
But that 190, I'll take that all day.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Yeah, where took the
Purple
words
Haze?
right out of my mouth? I have you literally said everything I was about to say. For 190 price point, yeah, of course. But for 225, no, I'm good. I'm not even a big five lover for a 225 price point if it's not something that I really want to go for, like yeah, I mean
Hey.
outside of that, yeah.
Hey, real quick. I gotta hit the chat real quick. What we say here? Trizzy Dondada says, just sub to all y'all, but Purple Haze, I can't find your account. Let me tell you something, Purple Haze. If you needed to start a channel, now you need to start it. Okay? If you needed that jump start, here we go.
Yeah, Trizzy,
All
I
right.
don't have a channel. I'm just here to support my brothers and our love of sneakers here, man. Like, share, subscribe, by the way. But
Appreciate you.
definitely thinking about starting one up real soon. So if I do, man,
Yes.
definitely put it out there.
All these damn shoes and sneaker knowledge, and you holding back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop holding it.
Yeah, but sure.
All
Hey,
right,
but
all
you know,
right, next
be
up.
a great company, man, with you all and all the knowledge that you all bring to the table. Oh my God. And your sneaker collections,
Man, listen. Man.
crazy.
Listen. So next up, we got the Jordan Tatum to Mama's Boy. Pass.
I've never heard one say pass.
It's only coming up because it's part of the list. I am looking at this list at sneakerfiles.com. All right. I am looking at the list through sneakerfiles.com. It talks about the March releases. My man said, you got Twitch? He's like, I'm looking for you. He's looking for you, bro.
Coming soon, Trizzy. But real talk though, where did you even take a breath before you said pass after reading this the intro statement, or did you just like?
We shouldn't stay on this too long.
I got good lung capacity, bro. I got good lung capacity to say that pass. Nah, man.
Pass.
Yeah. My man said, "Oh, y'all not hoopers, huh?" Look, it's not about. Okay, here's the thing. The silhouette itself could be a great shoe to play in, but is it pleasing to the eye with the color blocking? No, in my opinion. Now, if you feel somewhat different about it, I fault nobody for what it is they like.
Hey, yo, fam.
But for me,
Me and Trizzy,
no.
we hooped today. I hooped with him for a little bit because my knee hurts right now, and I got a bowling tournament tomorrow morning, right? But yeah, I think me and my hooping days, I'm just gonna shoot. That's what I think. My knee hurt right now, and I bet you it probably is a dope basketball shoe. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, yep, that's a pass for me. Yep.
You know, just the title alone, okay. Just the title
Oh, you gotta knock it on the title.
Story to this shoe too, like.
Just, I mean, I'm waiting for a pacifier, but for real, all right.
Damn.
Just the title alone, would I rock the Jason Tatum's on court? Yes. Now, would I take these off my feet and and say, hey, let me clean them and then let me go out somewhere? No, absolutely not. This is a hooping shoe, and I would absolutely hoop in this, but I like wild, crazy sneakers to hoop in. You know what I mean? I don't want to look boring. So this is a cop just for the workout and for hooping, absolutely. Only for those two purposes.
Right here, look at that. Sam Shepard goes pass. Long pass. Bro.
Pass.
Yeah, Sam said he don't like twos. His birthday's right around the corner too, so I think I got a gift for him.
Oh, there we go. Let's get Sam those tools.
Oh, my man Trizzy Dandada goes, wouldn't even hoop in them personally.
Okay.
Average sneaker guy goes, same. I like the wild look and different look for hooping.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's see what's next here. What's next? Oh, here we go. Travis Scott and Jordan Jumpman Jack trainers, the sale pair. Now, what's wild is during the Grammys they had that random shock drop, if it was even a real shock drop, and
on his site.
I only saw maybe a couple of people actually got receipts from being able to purchase them. A lot of people thought it was a fake shock drop like they did on the golf pair where only the streamers actually ended up with W's. But apparently a couple people did actually hit on the shoe, whatever. But as far as the silhouette is concerned, I'm going to let y'all give your opinions first. Go ahead. Whoever want to go first on it.
I'll rock it. So this is a go. Is this my favorite colorway of the Jumpman Jack? No, but this is a go for me. I would definitely cop this sneaker. This is a go. Me personally, I'm getting tired of the same colors. I'm just getting tired of the same colors. I'm looking for something a little bit different, but I'll ride with this. I'll ride with it.
It's a go for me, for sure. Like without hesitation, absolutely. I mean, it's his first, kind of solo project in a sense, and so, I definitely want to have a front row seat to that. I like the colorway, but yeah, much to Jay's point, I feel like we have really beat the heck out of olive and mocha for Travis Scott. Like, at this point, we're ready to move on to something else.
What about sale? Because they use sale on a lot of
yes,
on a lot of
sale. I mean, that just goes without saying. That's just ingrained into the fiber of every being of everybody when it comes to this. But I will say this though, not to get too far off topic. So those blue and gold Travis that are set to drop this summer,
Canaries.
The Canaries. Thank you.
The Canaries. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, what am I, SG Row? But but
oh Lord.
But it's starting to grow on me to the point because I feel like Travis Scott has olive, mocha, olive, mocha, wash, rinse, repeat the heck out of us, right? So I'm just like, man, something different right now would actually be refreshing. Even though as ugly as I think that shoe is,
what?
actually may have a shot. So, yeah, I know Jay.
You
I
think the
know.
shoe's ugly?
I'm not
See,
a fan.
what's wild to me is they said if you look at the shoe from behind with the laces, they said it actually looks like Travis Scott's head.
What? Who said?
Yes, I
I
gotta
didn't know
find the
who said
picture.
that.
I gotta
Oh,
find the
snap.
picture. They said when you turn it and you look at it like straight on, they said, oh, it looks like Travis Scott himself. The way-
So wait, it's lopsided in the back. Is that what they're saying? 'Cause, yeah, lopsided look. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no, that's that's interesting.
Purple knows that the Canaries, for me, is the number one. He know I love those Canaries, man. I love them. That's my number one out of the Travis Scotts that I want this year.
I mean, me
See, I saw
personally.
the Canaries in hand though.
Okay. So
Oh.
I need to hear your viewpoint on this since you had him in.
So I posted it. I posted it as one of my my shorts though to my channel. They're not as yellow as they look actually on the computer, like when you see them on the computer and stuff. They're not as yellow. It's more of a muted yellow actually. So
Okay.
they're not as
is it
bright
like the
as everyone
Laneys?
thinks they are.
Is it like Laney yellow?
No, the Laney yellow is more vibrant.
Oh, okay.
It is a. It's okay. If it was a paint, you could see like it's got like an added white base to it to mute down the brightness of it. So it's not actually very bright. Like the yellow I have on now is way brighter than that shoe. So it's a light yellow, but you can kind of see like the white base coming through on it. So it's more muted.
More importantly, I need
that
to know
aspect.
what's the quality of the material. in
So
your opinion.
it's the canary part is, thinking back to it, it's almost like the material they use for the ochre ones.
Okay.
And then the reverse swoosh, the blue on there, that's leather. Side panel, the toe box, that's all leather, tumbled leather that they put on there.
Okay.
Overall, I mean, it falls in line with most of the Travis Scott sneakers. You know what I'm saying? As far as quality is concerned, it wasn't anything crazy. But the thing that stood out to me was, oh, this isn't as bright of a yellow as I've seen in all the pictures. That was the main thing that stood out to me.
Okay.
No, I think that's a very fair assessment, and I think one of the things people have not complained too much about is the quality material builds of the Travis Scott collaboration.
That is true.
That has been very consistent in a very inconsistent Nike market. And I think that's something that needs to be noted. But yeah, for me, yeah, it's easy. Absolutely, it's a must cop for me moving forward. But Mr. Think.
All right, here it goes. I will go for it. So Travis Scott, it's a no for me. As far I would never wear this. I think it's ugly. I would never rock it. But for me, it'd be trade bait. So if I hit on this, it's trade bait all day for me. Of course, I'm gonna go for it. But would I keep it and rock it? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, just like the Utopias, right? We all went for it, but will we wear them? No, absolutely not.
Not happening.
Yeah.
The thing that throws me off about the shoe is that strap. I think that's what that makes me not like it as much as I probably would. It's the strap. Like, I don't understand why they felt the need to put that on there as if it was a trainer.
You know what? I'll tell you this. When I was a kid,
and while we're on the subject of Travis Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, when I was a kid, one of the flyest shoes out were the Deion Sanders, right? And I bring that up because the Deion Sanders had that same strap that went over the top. Yeah.
That's right.
And so for me, that's very nostalgic. And so because I grew up in that era, right? But if you didn't grow up in that era with the straps, then I would understand why. I would get why you wouldn't like that, why you would be turned off by that strap. It's different by today's standards.
I just think with the way this shoe is, it doesn't need it.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on a second.
Do you see that
Tyler
comment? I
jumped
was
in
thinking
here.
about
He
that too, Tyler.
goes,
I was thinking about that
he
too,
go,
Tyler.
take away the strap and the tan part of the midsole, and you have a Mac attack.
A Mac attack.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I can
wait
see
a
it.
second.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I
Tyler.
may not
see.
be able to unsee it.
Right,
I may
right.
not be able to
Tyler,
unsee it now.
you just messed the whole panel's vision up right now. Like, thank you. I appreciate
I can see it.
All right.
I actually can see it.
Trash.
Oh, that's
Oh,
hilarious. Trash.
Nah.
And they put
Nah.
so much money and marketing behind that stupid Mac attack. Like no one wants that.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, we definitely talked about that earlier. That whole commercial nonsense they've been arguing online. But moving on. Now this here, whoo, man. I am highly interested in getting this pair here. Now these retail at $200 and come in extended sizing only on the sneakers app. These are the women's dusted clay, the cow wow Johns. Now,
Yeah.
we complained about quality, we complained about colors and all that, and here,
Yeah.
we are definitely getting something different. The Wings logo on there too is actually it's embossed into the to the side panel.
Yes.
Like me personally, these are a go if I can get them. I don't know what the landscape's going to be looking like March 6th, but definitely going to be trying for these.
Yes.
My man Tyler in here too. Yeah, me and Tyler have been talking about these.
I had those in hand actually just last week, and
Oh,
the materials on them are stupid. Like it's very like tier 1 quality material. So you and Tyler would be very happy with that. Absolutely.
So is this a pass for you though?
You know what? You're talking to a person that bought in on the brotherhoods. So
No. We are not going to disrespect brotherhoods, bro. Because I have them. I like the brotherhoods.
No. Like, let me finish. Trust me on this. I'm a boomerang it back. I like the brotherhoods. I like the brotherhoods a lot. And Jay knows this. Like, Jay knows everything I'm saying is facts. I love the quality of the brotherhood. The quality they put in the brotherhoods is tier 1 premium leather quality. And it irks me to no extent how they can give us some really fire colorways and not have that premium leather. That's the type of premium leather, right?
Yes.
Like, why? What is Nike doing with how they pick and choose what silhouettes to give that premium top tier leather to, quality to, as opposed to others where they just give us this cardboard crap, like it's an 85 high, Jordan 1. I hate that. Like, we're looking at Georgetowns here. Like, I don't understand their methodology behind it, but trust me, where I love that shoe. Man, I'm looking at it right now. I did a lace swap on it with pink laces, by the way. Changed the whole look of the shoe. But
oh wow.
But yeah, you would actually appreciate that, Mr. Think. But yeah, I like it. This right here, I would actually have to pass on because I just feel like it's hard for me to really work with the colorway on it. But the quality of it, I give it an A+.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Jay?
First of all, I'm very shocked that Purple Haze threw this in there saying that he wouldn't purchase this. That is very shocking to me. For me, this is a go. But with all the heat that's coming out in March, it makes me say I might have to bag off these bad boys because I'm chasing other dreams right now. But this sneaker, I think the colorway is dope. I like how unique it is, and the materials, it's just sexy. It's just sexy.
Mr.
Now, what
Think.
do you think?
I like it. It's a go for me. It's the AJ1, you know, and yeah, you know, it's a go for me. I'm not gonna say you know I'm copying all ones, but it is definitely a go for me. But I would also follow this up. I will be curious, and I'm about to make a statement, but they didn't really sell out neither. But what's the last Air Jordan 1 that actually sold out on us? I want to say something that came really close is
Ooh.
going to be the Palominos. It came close, but it didn't really sell out because they were still available. They sat. So this is an Air Jordan 1. I think it's going to sit. That's what I think.
Mm.
It's a cop for me, but I think they're sick. That's what I think. It's the AJ1.
See, the reason why though, I'm definitely gonna make sure to go for these. It'd be different if they were releasing an extended sizing at a bunch of other stores, but they're not.
The
And
extended
I don't.
sizing is sneakers
And,
app only. You did mention that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what the landscape is gonna be for these.
Mm.
I just know I like them, and sometimes you can sit back and wait for a shoe and go, you know what, I'll circle back on it, but that can bite you in the butt sometimes. Now, people have been more successful doing that with the way the sneaker landscape has been, last year and, somewhat this year as well. But sometimes you never know. You never know. Prime example, foam posits, the plum fro posits. All the talk was people don't wear them, but they sold out almost everywhere, right? So you never know what a shoe's going to do. Hold up, we got here. We got a
Hmm.
comment here. What we got? We got. Deanna Sultan says, I would appreciate it much more if it came out in color wise in October, not in. You know what? You bring up a good point
That's a
because
very good point.
Fall vibes all day.
a lot of times
Absolutely.
we talked about this in the first one. It makes no sense sometimes when they drop some of these shoes. Makes absolutely no. For example, the Ivory threes that could have easily been a shoe that dropped for the springtime,
Correct.
Facts. Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
and they
Yeah.
dropping it during the winter.
Correct.
Like,
And if we go back a little bit, even with the Palomino threes, they dropped those at the wrong time too.
Absolutely. Yeah. You
yes,
took the words right out of my mouth.
Yep.
And Lena makes
Yep.
a very good point because timing is everything when it comes to the color of a silhouette.
Yes.
100%.
And I mean, it can make the difference between this selling out 200,000 pairs versus 350 to 400,000 pairs. This absolutely screams fall to me.
hell yeah.
True.
Yeah. I see
Facts.
that.
Real quick.
Facts.
What we got here? Hold up. My man,
Yo, Average.
Sneaker-
Thanks for
Hey,
tapping
yo,
in, brother. We'll
Thank
link up.
you for tapping in. We
Appreciate
didn't even
it, my guy.
expect to be going this long, but we appreciate everybody that's still rocking with us right now.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
My guy.
For real,
My
for
guy
real.
right there. Good work.
Yeah. So, what else we got here? Yep, couldn't agree more. Yeah, 100%, 100%. You know, another shoe though is the Jordan 3 Fears, and they already announced that the 4 Fears are coming out after Halloween. Now I understand the whole Fear pack was based on, some of the statements Mike made right about fear, and even the Fear threes had had that whole phrase in there about how I'm afraid of what I won't become, but you're afraid of what I will become. Like, I understand that, but you're talking about a shoe that was basically black and orange, which are the flag colors for Halloween that you release after Halloween.
Correct.
Like, that made absolutely no sense to me.
Correct.
Facts.
Uh-huh. Spot on.
So
So
here's how I feel like what should happen, right? So when you have a Halloween shoe, right, then you should release that shoe, let's just say maybe a month or 2 weeks before that holiday, right? Therefore, everybody gets their pairs, so therefore they can rock it on that day. You see what I'm saying? But when you release something on that day, right? Just like the LeBron when they had the Grinches, right? They released that after Christmas or right before Christmas. It's Grinch. So were they supposed to hold on to that sneaker and wait for it the following next year?
well, hold on. The only thing with that shoe, right, is It's known as the 12 days of Christmas. So you technically not out of season dropping them even after Christmas time. Like I understand why you'd want to do it before. Totally understand, totally agree. But technically that falls within the season. Okay. It does fall within the season. So I don't think those were totally out of place.
Okay.
Real quick comment here from Tyler. I'd rather have them drop a shoe early before the season starts rather than dropping it after. Look what they did with the Halloween colorways. Facts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah.
And even Valentine last year, same thing. Drop your what? A
Sam
week
Shepard
or two out.
goes, I'm good. Nope. Hey, no problem with that. Short and sweet.
Straight to the point.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
All right, let's go on here to the next one. Oh, the LeBron for Fruity Pebbles. Actually, I think the wear testers just did a video on these not that long ago.
Yep.
I did. That wasn't a shoe. It's not a shoe I'm interested in. These are definitely a pass for me. But didn't he have like Fruity Pebble Dunks that came out last year?
Yes,
I think
which I have.
A lot of people wanted those.
Jay, you had them, right?
Yeah, I still have them.
You still got them? Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, these are past for me, but go ahead.
Purple got them as well.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Now I think the Fruity Pebble thing is on the outsole, right?
Well, yeah, they have. Yeah.
And on the insole foot pad too. Okay.
And then you have a milk bottom. So.
Okay.
And don't forget about the Fruity Pebble laces, but Purple didn't like his, so he switched them to the white.
Yeah,
laces.
I switched them to white. I'm not a big white, but to me they go so hard with white shoelaces.
Yeah,
it looks really good with white.
I like the Fruity Pebbles laces better.
Yeah, these LeBrons are pass for me too.
It's a pass.
Outlet specials.
Not for no 250 for that. No.
Oh, are they 250? Hold on.
Those are what 250, 240,
Are they
right?
250 retail? Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a no go.
No.
It's a no go.
It's all right.
What? You know what? And this is what I don't understand. All these LeBron sneakers they drop, they charge out the wazoo for them, and they end up in the outlets.
Yep.
And they don't stop. They keep putting out new colorways and stuff like that. They don't stop. I don't understand. How many of LeBron's sneakers that release at the retail price actually get bought like that? You can't tell me you keep making this shoe, you're putting it out there for $250. They all end up in the outlet for like 80% off, and you still putting them out there. You mean to tell me you're not losing money on that?
Yeah.
So with that happening, why are we limiting Jordan production though? We need to limit these LeBrons.
They need to discontinue. I mean LeBron's. I mean that's just my opinion. They need to just discontinue. But it's probably within his contract. That's something we don't know about. But yeah, his shoes are done. They need to be terminated. It's over with. Done.
Now he did have a couple good ones. There were the South Beaches, the Big Bangs, the Watch the Thrones. Trying to think, there's another one out there, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. But
when I think of LeBron's last sneaker that sold out, I'm probably wrong, but I feel like it's the South Beach. Like I feel like that was like the last one where you cannot see that, you would not find that sneaker sitting anywhere. That to me, that is the last LeBron. And tell me if I'm wrong. Correct me.
Yeah.
Like,
Perp, what you think?
Yeah, I gotta go with the consensus on this because I mean, outside of the South Beach, like no, the Fruity Pebble Dunks, the South Beach are gonna be my two top tier LeBron silhouettes. Anything in between that, no, it's going to eventually end up in outlets. I can tell you that right now because at that price point, with all the heat that's dropping this year, No one's going to spend that money on that silhouette. I guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything, Mr. Thank? Before we move on to the next one here?
Oh, no, we good.
Okay. So now we got another AE1, the Velocity Blues. Look like some Smurfs to me. See, I don't like this colorway, so that's a pass. That's a pass for me.
I do like that color blue, but it's a pass.
It's a hoop shoe. I mean, same thing. It's a pass for me.
Y'all put me in a hard category. I'm a noob, so no, I can't do all this extra blue stuff.
Okay. Next. Let's see. A couple more here.
Lightning round.
This is a women's
Ooh.
release. Jordan 4 women's sale. Yeah, I'm trying to get these to do a review. My girl wants these.
Yeah.
Good consolation prize if you can't get the off-whites.
There you go. Fact. I mean, true words have never been spoken. If you cannot get the off-whites, it's a perfect silhouette to follow back up on. And I mean, it's good. I mean, we see a trend right now with white and gold, right? You know, I mean, that's good. It's really trending very well with the women. And to me, I think it's solid. I think it's solid.
Nice kick. I think they're supposed to have a very high stock numbers on these. That's what I've been hearing. High stock.
Yeah, I would be more
345,000 pairs.
Yeah.
How many?
345,000 pairs.
Mm.
From what I heard.
For me, this is surprisingly, y'all. This is a pass for me. It's a pass.
Yeah, me too.
It's a pass.
Like if you have a special lady in your life or a significant other, I think it's a very easy, cop.
I agree with you.
Yeah. And y'all
I'll ask the wife if she wants them. I'll get them for her.
All right, I think maybe we can skip the Sabrinas.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat want us to talk about the Sabrinas? Okay. Here we go. These right here. Green Glow. The Green Glow Jordan 3s. Now, me personally, these look just like black cement 3s, but without the red. And they just replaced all the red with green.
Facts.
I like these, personally. I do.
Cop, they're going to sit.
Now, oh yeah, best to cop when they go on sale.
Outlets easily.
Hey, maybe last.
Yeah. This is a pass
Now,
for me.
what's interesting is because I saw these in hand too. There were people complaining about the leather on them, right? They said the upper was tumbled, but the bottom portion was smooth.
The mud guard.
Well, I pulled out my black cement 3s, and guess what? They're the same way.
Same thing.
Yeah.
The same way.
Yeah.
Built the same way. These retail, I believe, at $200 though, right? I believe so. All right, a couple more here. We got the Jordan 14 Flint Grays releasing on March 20th. To be honest with you, the only 14s I'm looking forward to are the Black Toes that are releasing later on this year.
I don't own a pair of 14s.
I'm a 1 through 11 fan.
Okay.
Barely some of the 12s. This is an easy no look for me.
No, I can't spell 14, so it'll definitely be a pass for me.
Hey, yo, I do hear that 14s are comfortable, though. I have heard that, but I don't have any.
Yeah, same here.
Hey, Lewis, do you have any? Oh, no, you said you're looking to pick up some.
No, I'm looking to pick those up.
Yeah,
Although like I told you guys earlier, the first Jordan I ever owned was a 14.
Okay.
So now we're looking here at the trophy rooms.
This is a go for me. I'm gonna try to
hold on before we go on. Someone here in the comments go. Hold on real quick. DH goes very clean colorway. I believe he was talking about the 14s.
No, that was directed
Going
toward
on here to the trophy rooms. Go ahead. You said go for you.
Yep. Someone commented in the chat,
Okay.
gold and white combo. Yeah, it's a very clean colorway.
Yeah, this
My
is a
man
go
goes
for
clean
me.
colorway on a junk silhouette.
Oh, okay.
No. Four. They were relating to
But
the
he's still
four.
talking about the 14s.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
right.
them 14.
So we here on the trophy rooms now. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
This
Jay,
is
Jay,
you've
you said
already
this is a go.
Yeah, I'm trying to take off work because I'm trying to get to Orlando so I can try to cop that pair.
Yeah,
Hey,
this
I
is a
might
go for
end up
me
seeing you
on
there.
the these are the back doors, right? Yeah, it's a go.
The back.
Where are your kicks?
Come
I
on.
gotta know how you feel about this, especially this is in your backyard.
So, Jay, I may end up seeing you in Orlando for these.
Well, then we need
Because
to
listen, this
link
now
up.
look,
Then.
this is the day after my birthday that they're releasing, and my girl was just talking to me about spending some time up there in Orlando for my birthday. So
Okay.
we may be able to link up there. Now I don't
Hey,
know what
let's
it's
do
going
it.
to be looking like to catch this shoe, but we'll see, man.
I got
We'll
a tent
see.
and some chairs, bro. We're gonna have a tent and some chairs out there, so we'll be good.
Okay. Okay. Now
As long
you
as the
trying to get
materials
there
come.
the night before?
Yeah, I'm spending the night outside.
Oh shoot! Here we go. Live outside a trophy room in Orlando.
Yes.
That's
Oh
dedication.
man. My man Tyler goes, they fumbled on the materials for these. Could have been dope, but no. You talking about these
Okay.
trophy rooms? See, overall, not for nothing, they aren't the most exciting pair, right?
True.
Now, did we all see that when Marcus Jordan was on the podcast with I forgot what the podcast
Complex.
even called, and then it doesn't even matter because he showed the complex. Thank you. The blue, the Jordan 1 high blue ones. You remember the
Yes.
highs that he showed?
Yep.
Yes.
Bro, if they came out with those, oh my lord. Oh
Sick.
my lord. Those have been sick.
And he said,
Those have been sick.
"I didn't backdoor the sneaker. That wasn't
With
my
a straight face.
Hey, man.
That was hilarious.
Listen.
Yeah.
All right. What we got? Oh, hold on. You better bring this picture up. Where's my picture? There we go. Powder blue nines. Now this
This
here,
is a must. This is 100% must cop.
Let's go
people
must
think
for a
these are
lot of-
gonna sell out.
100% must cop.
Wait,
Yeah,
you said these gonna sell out?
Oh yeah.
The more and more pictures I've seen, the more and more
You
I'm
think so, Jay?
like, yeah,
Oh yeah, without a
I
shadow
gotta
of a
get
doubt.
these.
Lewis, you think these are gonna sell out?
I don't honestly think they will. I say the big sizes move, and some of the small sizes will sit around.
That's
what about you,
fair.
Haze? What you think? Sell out?
Yeah, I agree with Lewis. I think some of the sweet spot sizes, like 10s to 12 and a halves, will definitely move. I think the GS sizes will absolutely sit.
Mm.
Sneakerhead game.
Hold up. Sneakerhead game goes definitely a cop, and they're gonna sell out. Tyler goes, unless they only drop in 10,000 pairs, he don't see it happen.
Right. Yeah, well,
Okay.
that changes the dynamic of things, I promise.
Yeah,
that would. That definitely would.
That is true.
That definitely would. All right, we're almost done here. What else we got? The Air Max 1 Royal. I don't think that's a big bubble though, is it?
It's
I
a
don't
big
think so.
bubble.
It's big bubble.
It's a big bubble.
I heard they're
Yeah.
super comfortable. I've never had a pair on my feet, but
You've never had a pair of Air
they're
Max
okay.
ones?
Wow. Okay.
no, the big bubbles.
Oh,
The big bubbles.
Big
Okay.
bubbles. I've got like 4 or 5 pairs. Yeah, very comfortable.
It's a sellout. This will sell out.
I don't think so.
You think so?
Oh,
The
yeah.
big bubble.
Oh yeah.
I think in higher sizes,
The
not lower
Reds, the
sizes.
Reds moved.
Yeah, these gonna sell out. These gonna sell out.
I think it's a timing mechanism. I think that if this shoe is dropping in the middle of heat, it will absolutely sit for a
Sit.
while. Yeah. But
Okay.
if it's dropping at the right time, yeah, it'll sell out. But if it's dropping in the middle of heat, no. It's gonna sit for a few weeks. I promise you.
What are Air Maxes going for right now? These right here.
It's like what, 160? I can't remember.
Yeah, about 160 for them.
No,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
it's
for
not
the
overly
quality-
expensive.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. But the quality they put into the materials is really premium. So
Now I know next month they're dropping the Jackie Robinson Air Max ones.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
go ahead, Jay.
So Purple Haze
Jordan
already
twos?
know, man, how I
Oh,
feel
here we go.
about Jackie Robinson, man. Like, if it's a Jackie Robinson drop, I try to cop them. Y'all know I hate Air Force Ones, and I still need those Jackie Robinsons. But when we talk about dunks, besides those Freddy Kruegers, which I just scrapped, but there's no better dunk, in my opinion, than the Jackie Robinson, man. That is such quality all across the board. That should be.
To me, that was
800.
one of the dunks of the year for
Yes.
2022.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
But how,
Yeah.
how did that end up at Ross?
What Jackie Robinson's?
The Jackie Robinson dunks ended up at. Listen,
I
I
think
didn't
that's
you
cap.
didn't see that.
I didn't see
Some
that
of them
one.
were
That's cap.
the white cement threes. People were able to go in there and get them from Ross.
Yeah, I missed the Jackie Robinson dunks because that was a tier 1. No, that was a
Yes.
tier 0 drop.
I know, and I'm telling you, you can listen. When we get off here, you guys can Google it for yourself. You'll see
Wow.
it. People was able. They was putting out Jackie Robinson dunks.
Hey Jay,
At
what's
Ross.
the resale right now on that size?
Let me see.
I'll be very curious. It's got to be almost 500.
While
not
you look
plus.
that up, since we talked about this earlier, while you look that up, Jay, remember we talked about timing. So we're
Yep.
talking about next month. We're getting Jackie Robinsons.
Yep.
Should have dropped that in February.
Wait, why?
That's true.
Bingo.
Why? Why in February?
So
Hold on.
true.
Why February? Why in
Black
February?
History Month.
So true.
Okay, but Jackie Robinson Day is in what month?
I understand that. I'm talking about Black History Month.
That's why they drop them in April.
I understand that, but I'm talking about Black History Month.
When's the last time we got a Black History Month shoe to begin with?
Shit, the last one was an Air Jordan 2.
Yeah, the Air Jordan 2. It was oh my god, it just came out.
Was that 2018, 2019?
It was 2019. Shoot, I can't. No,
Oh, here we go.
no. It wasn't 19. It was 2018. I can't remember.
Okay.
Sneakerhead Game goes, man, I won the Jackie Rob dunks, and Nike said my package was damaged and never left Memphis. I won a pair locally, thank God.
Oh
Yeah.
man, there you go, sneaker.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sneakerhead.
Hey,
Hey.
yo, check out his channel. I'm telling you.
Here
Oh, yeah,
goes,
for
here
sure.
here goes
Oh
the
yeah,
real
You
story.
definitely got to subscribe out of me, sneakerhead, for sure.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, bro. Like the Jackie
you find it?
Robinson. Yeah, the Jackie Robinsons for the dunks of my size, which is an 11, they going for $493.
Okay,
Yeah.
so close to that 500 range. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this silhouette, bro. Like
The quality is stupid.
it's hooked on phonics dunk.
It's a great shoe. It
Yeah,
is.
it's
I
hooked
wanted
on
a pair.
phonics.
It's a great shoe, hands down. So as we were talking about Black History Month and Jordan 2s, we got a Jordan 2 right here. Now, I'm not a fan of Jordan 2 lows, so
Yeah, it's a pass for me.
it's pass for me.
Oh yeah, it's a pass.
Easy pass. Easy pass.
My man
Yes.
said, I didn't even get 20% off my next purchase. F night. Listen. I wish he would have been here last week when we was talking about how people had their force canceled and the compensation that they were putting out for that. Because some people was only getting like 20% off on those. All right, so we passed on the 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Air Jordan 1, Craft Ivory. Come on now, Pitt. Come on up. Here we go.
Yikes.
Now I'm an Air Jordan 1 guy, but these are a no for me.
They look like some house slippers. I'm straight.
Damn, that's some disrespect.
I
House
mean,
slippers.
that's like straight to Ross collection right there.
That's done. That's cooked.
Ouch.
My man, Mr. Thing scratching his chin like, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, all right, flat out, I don't like them, right? I don't like them. But once again, I might cop these way under retail just so that I can say I have a one craft to match other crafts that I have, but I really don't like them. That's wow. Yeah.
See, I have the first the Jordan 1 craft. I got them behind me there. The Vibrations of Niger.
I wanted
something
those.
right
Yeah,
now.
I didn't get those. I know the quality on those are fresh.
Nike 100% dropped the ball on the storytelling with that shoe.
Right.
100%. And we can save that for another day.
Yeah.
Now we're going into April. I'll leave this up since we were talking about them. You all out here, you can take a look. These are what the Jackie Robinson Air Max 1s are looking like.
I need those.
Yes.
I need those.
Yeah.
I need those.
Now, what they didn't show were the green Ama airships. They didn't show those.
Which are fire, by the way.
Yeah.
That's absolutely a green sneaker I'm going for.
I'm tired of green, but I'm going for those.
Yes.
Those green airships. I'm going for those.
You can't miss with airship.
Trying to see if I can get a picture to come up here. Man,
they're giving me like every game, the blue every game vibes.
Because of the shaggy the shaggy
nubuck.
Yeah, nubuck.
Oh yeah.
Shag on or shag later. Yeah, baby.
Shaggy. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, man. It's
Let me see if I'm trying to see if I can get a picture of them up here for everybody. Got nothing but stupid videos popping up.
Yeah, it gives you this vibe right here.
Yes, absolutely.
It gives you this vibe.
Yeah, I'm there for it. I'm there for it, and I am there for day one for the cop.
Yeah, man. This is a killer, man.
I mean, to me, that's one of the best airships of 2023.
What are they called? The
green ones?
You think so?
Yep. And Tyler just said, don't forget about the airships.
Oh, you know what else they didn't show? The Awakes. The Awake. Not the Amas, the Awake airships that are dropping too.
Yeah.
Yes, the New York joints. I need those with the snake skin.
Yeah.
It's Brooklyn, right?
It's different barrels, like barrels in New York. So the Brooklyn ones.
But it's one specific borough though for Awake. What's the borough that Awake is out of though?
You said that's the airship?
I want to say it's Brooklyn.
Yes, airship.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called the Amami Year Airship PESP Green Stone.
Green Stone. Okay.
Yeah, it's called the Green Stone for the Amami Year.
Hold on a second, because I got the Awake pair here that I was able to bring up.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, there's the Awake pair.
Go.
That's the Awake pair.
I need those. I need them. Them.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody caught Tony D2 Wild's video or his review on them, but he went ballistic on that particular airship pair.
Yeah, Tyler. I agree with.
I need this ASAP.
It's called the Green Stone. Yes, Green Stone.
All right, I'm trying to bring it up now.
Yeah, so it's Fort Greene, Brooklyn is where it's out of for the Awake pair.
Yeah, sneakerhead game. He's out in BK.
Yep.
Okay, that's what's up.
He said the quality on those Awakes are unlike any other airship they've ever dropped.
Yeah, it's.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me
that. You gotta check
Oh.
his video out, Blair.
It's dope. The quality
Oh, he
is
did a
impeccable.
video on him?
Yeah,
he did a video with him. Yeah.
Yep. About 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that.
No, so he did 2 videos. He did a video with that and 2 other sneakers, and then he did a solo video with just that sneaker alone with that full review, and he blazed it on both. He says it's the best quality airship he's ever had in his hand. Period.
Really?
He got me excited about it. So Jay first put it on my radar, and I started looking into it. I was like, "Oh, okay, it's a pretty dope sneaker." But then after seeing Tony D2 Wild's fully detailed video of it, I was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely adding this to the collection."
Yeah, I need it. I need it.
Yeah.
Like I said, March got some.
Yeah, March definitely
March,
has heat.
Got heat.
March had, yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
I can't find a good picture of it. What the heck? It's ridiculous.
it's all good.
Yeah, but that the collar definitely has that shaggy nubuck type of flair to it, and I like it. It's a long shaggy feel to it. It's really giving me that every game. What color?
It's the every game.
It's just the blue every game, but no, you have the blue and the red, the Dune red every game.
Nah, but it's more like the blue every game pair
The
because
blue
it's
every
Harry
game,
Suede.
right? Because the Dune red is just every
it's
game.
Harry Suede.
It's straight leather nubuck. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Harry Suede.
Yep. Tyler, you right, man. The Nutri-Gray airships, I got them, man. The Nutri-Gray is fire, bro.
Tyler. Tyler, man, I'm jealous right now because that's literally the only airship I did not pick up in 2023, and I need that airship more than anything in life to complete my collection for 23. So
the Tech Gray is Gray gold.
But they're going for cheap
forever. What's
they're
that?
Going
where
for cheap on they're going for cheap though on like the aftermarkets.
No, but where? This is what I was trying to tell you last night. The cheapest I've ever seen them in my size is $61 on GOAT. It went down to $61 on GOAT, and then it went up, and it has not touched 60 anything since.
It's like 101. I think last time I checked for you, it's like going for $101.
Crazy.
Really?
For the Tech Gray. Yeah, the Tech Gray, right here. A size 11. 101 still going for $101.
Yeah, Tyler, I'm definitely going to add him to the collection. Trust me on this. I was waiting for him to get down to a certain price point, but I may just have to bite the bullet and just say whatever.
Man, it's the Tech Grays is tough.
Yeah, because you have them, Jay. Yeah,
they tough. They tough.
Yeah, definitely. Well, look, I definitely want to be able to get them. The Almas are just, yeah.
I've broken my Almas in so much right now. Like, I love them. Like, the more I break them in, the more I love them. I mean, they expand. They're just very comfortable shoe. It's a very comfortable shoe. Unlike my Alma 4s, which are the worst thing, is the most uncomfortable shoe I own. Like, I hate my Alma. I love the way they look. I love the aesthetics. I love the colorway. I love everything about them except how they feel. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
y'all got me looking at my airships.
Gentlemen, let me tell you something right now. This has been an amazing, amazing chat tonight. Amazing chat. And I want to give a big shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us for this entire time. We are
chat, salute. Y'all have
3
been
hours
and
and 38 minutes. And man,
I'm
just loving it. I'm loving it.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Like, man, shout out to you guys. And shout out to Mr. Think, J Elevate, Purple Haze, man. I am having a lot of fun doing this. Let me tell you.
Appreciate
I love the fact that I get to interact with you guys. Love it.
Appreciate
Always, brother.
Dope panel, man. It's so much knowledge in this panel tonight, man. It's not even funny, man. I love it. I don't know what I love most. the knowledge base that you all bring to the table or your backgrounds. There's some heat back there. It is some heat back there.
Yeah.
Like I don't even need to turn my heat on right now. Like I just go ahead and look at the background right now. Man. I'm good. I'm good in Chicago right now. Yeah. So thank y'all for tapping in tonight, man, and rocking out with us.
Man,
you ain't never lie. You ain't never lie because all three of y'all got SB4s in your backgrounds. That's dope, man.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Wait, you don't got SBs? You don't have SBs?
No, man. Don't even get me started. But it was my birthday month, so.
Oh, you and I both. Okay. So I'm advocating for the both of us. So you really need to be on board,
Hey, 2 out of 4, 50-50. There you go.
It's all good.
Shoot, I need them.
You and I both. Tyler, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
In the comments, man, we really hope that you all really got a lot out of tonight's session for sure, because we do it for you all. Like we do it for the culture.
Yep.
So, hopefully, you all got some really good information tonight. A really good feel of what's going on right now, what heat we got dropping this month. I mean, amongst other. Oh, there we go.
Finally found him. I found him. I wasn't gonna give up.
That's the picture I was looking for.
Like, there it is. That's what they look like, bro. There we go. That's them right there.
Look at that collar, man. Oh my.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Oh yeah. That's a
Greenstones. When are they? Hold up. When are they really? March 23rd.
Must cop.
150.
150. I see it.
We got any more pictures? Hold up. Here we go. Pictures.
Yo, chat. For the quality of this new chat and the colorway for 150, wow. You are getting a bargain.
That's impressive.
Yep. It still says the 365 in there, like the black and white pair. Okay.
And the Jumpman is stitched in every insole.
Yes. Oh, they're going to hang tag. The AMA hang tag.
Yep.
Oh man.
I need them. Those are beauty. Just beautiful.
Now, see, I don't like this stained lace. I don't.
I like it.
You do? Okay.
I'm more like
it. You just brought up a very good point. Let me tell you something that maybe the chat and you all may not even know. So for the AMA, like for the midsole, you know how it's stained? It's got that yellow stain to it.
Mm-hmm.
You can clean it.
You can clean it. You can lighten it up.
Yes.
You can keep it dark. You can take it all the way off. You can make it however you want to make it.
Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful. I love that option.
Hey, Tyler, I'm 100% with Tyler, man. The stained laces set it off. The stained laces got to go in. All facts. 100.
Well, I'm gonna have to see when I get them what the stained laces will look like in there.
Man,
we'll have to see. But man,
hey,
listen. I'm just somewhat glad that the Masters have not caught on to this shoe. Maybe they won't ever catch on to this shoe. So,
hey, I'm cool with that because that makes it easier for me to cop.
Absolutely.
I need it.
Absolutely.
It's a must. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and close this out. This has been, let me tell you something. We definitely going to be rocking this again. Definitely going to be coming back again because next week, the news mill and there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. So I'm sure we might be able to run it back third week in a row. Who knows? We'll see what the landscape is looking like. But Purple Haze, Mr. Think, Jay Elevate, go ahead. Help close us out. Help close us out, guys.
Yo, man, chat, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. We're almost over 3 hours strong tonight, man. I mean, we put out a lot of content. We put out a lot of new colorways that are coming out, a lot of new silhouettes, a lot of new sneakers dropping in the month of March. We put out a lot of market dynamics right now, a lot of things to really expect from now to the end of the year and going into 2025 of what to expect from Nike and the collabs. Man, hey, thank you all for so much for rocking in with us tonight. You have showed up, you showed out, you've been engaged, and you really helped us kind of move the needle on the conversation tonight. Thank you so much. I salute you all.
Hey, I just want to say to everybody, man, listen, y'all are absolutely phenomenal. I definitely hope that we were able to make you all laugh. We also shared our experiences and how we felt about sneakers, to include, most importantly, the sneaker history side. And I definitely want to tell you guys, listen, man, you guys spent all this money on sneakers. I got the best product on the market for you, Rejuvenator. All you have to do is go to rejuvenator.com, during your checkout, use my promo code J_Elevate, and you will get 10% off of all of your purchases, family.
Oh,
I'm telling y'all right now, man, listen, you know tomorrow.
Yo, that lip was serious. Yo, that lip.
yo,
Yo.
hey, yo.
The lip was serious. Appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who tapped in tonight. Everybody on a personal level I reached out to and said they was gonna plug in, tap in. Look, I appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to my brothers here. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to my brothers here because all of us have officially went past that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we are all close to getting monetized.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go.
So you tapping in is
Thank
a
you.
big up. I mean, that's a big shout out of love, man, and I appreciate you. Straight up. I appreciate you.
Hey, listen, not for nothing. When I started YouTube, this is what we're doing right now is what I envisioned happening. Being able to connect with people and be able to talk about kicks just like this, to be honest with you. So I didn't know when it was going to happen or if it was going to happen, but I'm so happy it is happening because this here is what it's about, man. This is what it's really about. It's hard to find people that you can really connect with like that and have actual real conversations out here about these shoes. You know what I'm saying? But man, what a night. What a night. Well, real quick, for those of you who are still around, I am giving these away here this Sunday. I tried to do it today, had some technical difficulties, but Air Jordan 1 High, 85 metallics. This is size 11.5. Giving these away to commemorate hitting 1,000 subs. All you got to do is make sure you comment in there on the review video for that shoe. We'll be going live Sunday, I think 7:30. Hopefully, about that time, be able to select the winner. Other than that, anything else before we go?
Like, share, subscribe to everybody on the panel tonight, including the ones in the chat. Show that love, grow, love, support your community, and boom, man, let's make it happen.
Oh, yeah. And remember, every day's a great day to wear your kicks.
To wear your kicks.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
100.